here in the studios of Sirius XM Satellite Radio. It's a weekly morning, approximately 6 a.m., and this is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Never before has one radio show been so extreme. So vulgar.
I'll fucking shove my face up a chick's ass in a second.
Someone said we curse a lot, do we?
I have no idea if we do.
So flatulent.
Who just farted?
I did, but I didn't know it stunk.
Like rotten eggs and sewage.
Oh, wow, thank you.
I can't believe that us sitting around like this is actually a radio show. It's not going to get any better than this.
Are we on the air? No, we are. Oh, okay.
Quite simply, the greatest show in the history of broadcasting.
O&A every day, that's what I say.
You guys having a good time or what?
Rules are destroyed and conventions burned to the ground. Would you like to make some fucking circus? With Opie, the Destroyer.
I would eat Betty White's ass. She's 90, right?
It doesn't smell too bad.
Anthony, the Rage.
Holy fuck, how much more fair you wanted? Tired of these people up my ass all the time trying to get me to help. Fuck you.
And Jim Norton, lover of the transgender.
Every time a transsexual walks in the room, party horn should go off. Like, surprise!
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Strap in, dicks. This one's gonna hurt.
Double gun, bitch.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
It was pretty impressive. Hi. Morning, everyone.
Oh, another day of broadcasting, as they say in the business.
Sure, why not?
Hi.
What did I miss? Anything good?
Nah. No.
Were we here yesterday?
Was it what?
Yeah,
I don't know. I think we were. I don't know.
It was a show.
Yeah, I don't remember anything.
Yeah.
We had some hijinks.
I lucked out with the jury duty. It's supposed to be a 2-day thing.
Yeah.
At 3:30, 3:30 yesterday. Of course, you got to stay there from 9 to 3:30.
You get lunch, right?
All right, they give you an hour and a half lunch, and I don't want an hour and a half lunch. I want whatever's going on to end.
Well, they aren't very time efficient at those things.
I'm glad I went through the whole thing. It was very, very interesting. And at 3:30, they go, just got off the phone, made some phone calls, and you guys are very lucky. I got to tell you, you're very lucky. You get to go home, and you don't have to come back tomorrow, and we don't have to see you for 6 years.
Wow. That's
for whatever
nice.
reason, we didn't have to do the 2 days. And then they even stressed, they're like, look, don't tell your friends or family or a radio audience.
Yeah.
That jury duty is 1 day, because it's not. And the people coming in tomorrow, Thursday, meaning today, will absolutely be here Friday as well. So somewhere along the line, they turned it into a 2-day fucking thing. You know, where you have to sit around in the jury pool for 2 straight days. And then if you're picked for a case, then you're fucked.
That's nice, though.
Yeah, it's relaxing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wish it was that type. Imagine if it was that type of pool.
A jury pool.
Imagine.
You're just swimming. You're fucking have some cocktails.
Like some of those fantastic pools in Vegas.
Yeah, right.
With bikini girls. All right, go back to the pool. We'll call your name.
I'm in the jury lazy river.
Right. But think about it. Then everybody would sign up for jury duty.
It'd be great. But it stinks.
It stinks, but if you have a pool with a DJ and girls
that would be great.
serving some drinks.
There it is.
There it is. I
this
like
one.
that.
Oh, that's right.
Who wouldn't go to jury duty? You get to leave your job to hang out in this type of atmosphere until they call your name?
Nice. Yeah.
Instead of the germ-infested room where everyone was coughing, itching, scratching, sneezing.
A little tuberculosis going on in there?
A lot of rubbing and sneezing going on.
Tuberculosis.
The room itself is shitty. The lighting is horrible. Everything is dingy. They decided to pick the worst color known to man to paint everything with. Why can't they just have like normal colors even in the room? It's all these shades of beige, brown, and a weird like puke lime green. Why? Why do they have to make it so miserable? Why can't Why can't they pump it up a little bit? Why can't they have TVs on? Like when you're at DMV or something, you throw on a couple news channels, or when you're at the airport, when you were sitting around just waiting, why can't you just have TVs on?
Well,
and then they could turn off the TVs when they have to, call names again.
Maybe they don't want to taint the jury if something comes on about a case that they might be put on.
I don't think my case is going to make the fucking news.
No.
I don't think most of the cases are going to make the fucking news.
Oh, that's true.
And then the other thing is, I was in a panic to get there on time. For what reason, I don't know. I figure if you're not there on time and something happens to you, they throw cuffs on you and give you a talking to in a room.
Talking to.
Because, even though you're giving them your time, they're not too nice about it.
No, because you have to go.
Right. They're not nice about it.
No.
Try asking for a pencil. They'll fucking rip your head off. Sorry, I didn't bring my own writing utensil.
Yeah.
No one carries that shit anymore because of phones.
No.
No one carries pens.
I actually brought a pen, but then I ran out of ink because I was doing my Sudoku puzzle.
Oh, see?
So then I needed a pencil for the important stuff.
You actually had a pen run out of ink?
Yeah.
Did you have it when it was a new pen?
No, and when I grabbed my pen to go to jury duty, I thought to myself, I said to myself, I bet you this pen's going to run out of ink. But you're right. I had to find a pen the other day to write a check. I couldn't find one in my whole apartment.
Drives you nuts when you're fucking looking around. God damn it, where's the fucking pen?
But pens used to be everywhere.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find one. I finally found one behind my couch.
Really?
Yes. Who writes anymore? Everything's on your phone, your grocery list, your whatever task you have to do. You don't fucking write it out anymore.
Who needs to write?
So... And then,
writing's for nerds.
I swear to you, the first hour of jury duty, they should make an announcement or write it, on your summons. If you feel like you have a brain, then show up at 10 o'clock instead of 9 o'clock. Because the first hour is for fucking dumb people.
Really?
Extremely dumb people. You have a one sheet of your basic info, name, address, what you do for a living, your phone number. That's pretty much it.
Uh-huh.
And where you live and all that. The lady in front of the room went step by step. And it took about 15 to 20 minutes.
Oh.
It was 10 questions. Okay, the first question, what's your name? So put your name there.
Put your name.
Put your...
Oh, my name? Excuse me. Let me raise my hand. Yes,
Right.
yes. Is that my name?
Right.
Oh, God.
And this is where I acted up for the first time, because then she goes, okay, question 2... What's your address?
Uh-oh.
Okay, so put your address there. And if you live in an apartment, don't forget to put your apartment number. So then I was in the back of the room with the cool kids.
Yes, of course. With the cool kids.
Actually, with the blacks.
Yucking it up with
was
the
me and the
class
blacks.
clowns. Oh.
We decided to sit in the back.
So why were you sitting with the defendants?
So I acted up and I go, is she going to go through this whole thing? Are you kidding me?
Oh, no.
I couldn't help myself.
Oh, shit, motherfucker.
Right. Number 3, we need a phone number in case we need to get a hold of you. So, what's your phone number? I'm like, this is insane.
Oh, what a big waste of time.
So we went through all of that.
How scary that that's a jury pool, though. They have to, they have to, the people who are going to judge you,
yes.
That's how they have to talk to them.
Right.
Wow.
And this was right after the 15-minute film, which I had to see last time. I went down for jury duty a mere 2 months ago, but because we had the Montreal trip, I couldn't commit for 2 days, so I got out of it. But I had to watch the film that time. So was
it the boat movie?
Oh, I wish it was the boat movie.
To watch the boat movie in the courtroom?
The boat movie.
I want to see the boat movie.
I want to see the boat movie.
Not the jury movie, the boat movie.
I want to see the boat movie.
That's a cool movie about boats.
The film is 15 minutes on the judicial system of America.
Right.
Explaining everything,
and
including what a judge does.
Right. It's like for tards, though.
Me?
It's not like watching a documentary on Smithsonian or something about the judicial system. It's like this fucking for children version of what the legal system is.
But they make it easy. The one sheet is 10 easy questions. Mm-hmm. It's a stupid film. It's a lady explaining the 10 easy questions one by one.
Yeah.
And then that took up at least the first half hour. And then she went into the vending machine discussion for 5 minutes.
What?
There's a vending machine in the front of the room, and she explained how it worked.
Oh, my dear
And
Lord.
what it takes. And then, sometimes you push a button and the snack's not going to fall down. And basically said something like, so don't panic. Just let us know.
Crying. Just cry on the floor in front of the machine.
Let us know, and we will take care of you.
Oh, my God.
So then it was around 9:45. I've been there for 45 minutes, and nothing has happened. Just basic shit. And then we sat for another hour doing nothing. And then they finally said, okay, we're going to call some names for, potential jurors.
All right, now we're getting into it.
And I'm like, okay, hopefully someone has seen my one sheet and they see what I do for a living. This is just a matter of time before they call my name and say, Mr. Hughes, come with me. Come through these golden doors.
Come here to the special section where we treat you like the king you are and get you out of here. Right. Yes.
Because, we do have special jobs. We know that. But it's also very hard to kind of point that out to people. You don't want to be the dick that goes, excuse me.
Excuse me.
I think I'm in the wrong place today.
Excuse me.
So you don't want to, you're hoping they notice.
No. Quickly, when I was called last year, I guess it was.
Yeah.
Not even a year ago. It was in Nassau County, and I went.
So it was the same experience, more or less?
No, I didn't even get to that point. I went immediately for the I don't want to be here thing.
Right.
By walking into the courtroom, walking up to the guy, the security guy,
right,
the cop, whatever it is at the front, and saying, excuse me, do you have a place where I could voucher my pistol? And the guy's like, now he needs to know all the info.
Of course.
So, a pistol? Well, what do you have? I got this. What do you have that for? Well, I'm a controversial radio personality. And I said, oh, who's that? And whisked to the Golden Room.
You were?
I didn't even have to sit through all that shit.
I got to be honest with you. I kind of wanted to go through the process.
Yeah, if you're going
to
go, you might as well, right?
Because I love people watching. Love it more than anything. I could sit on a bench in New York City for hours. It's one of my. I mean, when you have to write down hobbies, I write people watching. I feel like it's my hobby. So, to get into a jury pool and go through the process, it was kind of, I didn't mind it at all. Oh, man, you got the Golden Room, though.
Oh, I was instantly, I was whisked away.
Really?
Whisked.
So the room had at least, about 250 people, I guess. I'm not that great at figuring out, masses in a room. They called almost 200 names. And they didn't call me. And I'm like, okay, man. Someone has seen my sheet. Now that there's only about 40 to 50 of us left in this room, now they're finally going to get to me and my special circumstances of being a radio legend.
The room. Legend. Come on.
I think we're at legendary status.
Oh, yeah.
And those people all had to go to another floor, and they were trying to get jurors for the Madoff trial.
Oh, yeah?
If you're picked for jury duty around now, they are looking for Madoff jurors.
I bet they go through a lot of people.
Well, that's why I think they grabbed the 200-ish and said, follow me to the special room on the 9th floor, if that makes sense to anyone that works down there.
Did they look like people that might not have lost a lot of money in the stock market? Maybe that's who they wanted to judge.
Right.
There was not a person in that room that looked like they were making money, including myself. I don't know. I guess the people that make money know how to get out of jury duty. Because no one had fancy threads on, man. None. So then, she goes, okay, you guys could take a break because we're not calling jurors for a while. So then you sign out and you walk around for a half hour.
Oh, man.
So now it's I don't know, what time was it? It was about 11. I still haven't done anything. It's 2 hours.
Yeah, their time management stinks.
And then I get back, I wait another hour, and then they finally call my name for a case in the side room. The side rooms are for, I don't know, basic cases. And the lawyer's opening statement, I tweeted about this yesterday, but I was seated as number 8 for potential jurors. So they were talking to the first 12. And then there was another 12 behind us in the same room. So as they knock you out, they would move the people up in the back. I think most people understand how this works. So I guess the case was his client. Can I talk about this?
Sure.
It's not my problem that I was picked for jury duty and I do a radio show. But basically the case is a guy is handicapped, he's already in a wheelchair, and he gets hit by a car.
Oof. Jesus Christ. What a stroke of luck.
And I'm already thinking, I'm so not going to be on this case already because, that's how I lost my dad. So I know, and I said to myself, that's all I have to mention.
Yeah.
That's all I have to mention, that this has affected me personally, a car accident. I lost my dad to it. But I didn't get there yet. So I guess the judge, his opening statement, even though he's supposed to just try to figure out who he wants on the jury, goes...
Judge or the lawyer?
Lawyer, excuse me. The lawyer dramatically, like he's on Law and Order or something, goes, I gotta tell you guys. I wish I could do it how he did it. I gotta tell you guys, this case scares and frightens the hell out of me. And we all look like, around the room, like, ew. Yeah. The acting was horrible.
Lawyers are bad actors. They're just
horrible.
Bad actors. They play off the fact that the people in there are morons, for the most part.
Right.
So they do this over-the-top bullshit.
But it has nothing to do with the case. He's just trying to figure out if we'd have an open mind. But that was his opening statement. The other lawyer who's got his legal pad and he's writing all sorts of notes, I see him stop writing and give the sideways glance. Some people would call it shade.
Stink eye?
Gave him some shade, like, what the fuck? And I noticed that as well. Maybe that was some tactic on his part. I don't know.
Yeah.
So then all of a sudden, he looks at me, this lawyer, after he gives this whole spiel, like it scares the hell out of me. And, my client, he can't work anymore because of this accident, and working was everything to him. And this really scares and frightens me. So then he looks right at me, and he goes, what do you think about what I just said? I'm like,
oh, no.
So I go, I got to tell you, sir, you were going for a moment there, and the acting was so over the top.
Oh, no.
I had to.
Good, he asked you.
I had to.
Oh,
I go, you were obviously going for an emotional thing. You're obviously trying to pull at our heartstrings. But I didn't believe it at all. I go, quite frankly, you made me really uncomfortable.
Wow.
I go, it didn't feel real whatsoever. I hear people snickering behind me. They're laughing.
You just really told him he stinks at his job.
Well,
and that probably wasn't what he meant when he asked you. He probably meant like the impact of a case.
Right.
No, don't dissect what I just did emotionally.
You're critiquing me.
Well, it gets worse. So he gives me fucking daggers. Like, now he's not this, like, lawyer, like, playing this part. He gives me daggers like, I fucking hate you.
Oh, man.
And it was so obvious. He gave me this look, and then he had to compose himself. And he composes himself, and then everyone started raising their hands and started going, I agree with that guy. I tainted the whole room. They're like, yeah, I agree with that guy. I also felt uncomfortable, but I know no one in that room was going to say it. I just know it.
Yeah.
So I go, yeah, you just made me so uncomfortable because it was just so over the top. It wasn't believable. You were going for an emotional moment. So then after he has to deal with everyone else's issues with what he said, he goes back to me because I started, and he goes, I just want to let you know, I'm really sorry that I made you feel that way. And he's back into the acting role. So I go, I got to add one more thing. I go, I swear to God, I said this. People on Twitter go, there's no way you said this. I go, if you're so scared and frightened by this case, why wouldn't you step down as his lawyer to give this guy, a fair chance of winning? Ooh. More daggers.
Yeah, he wouldn't have been
more
happy
daggers.
With that.
And then he's like, something like, well, obviously, and he starts stammering a little bit. You don't know all the facts in the case, and if you're picked for the case, which I knew at this point, there's no fucking way. You'll understand why I said what I said, and he starts getting
I don't think I'm going to be on this case.
He starts getting all pissy.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, they go, all right, break for lunch, come back here in an hour and a half. I'm like, fuck, I got to wait another hour and a half. And I have to say, I didn't do that to get out of jury duty. Because when you get in the side room and you're now part of the case, even though the jury pool and the whole thing's a hassle, you kind of want to be picked because now you're in it. You're like, wow, this is kind of cool. You know, I want to hear what's going on with this case.
Are you actually in the courtroom in a jury box?
No, just in like kind of a classroom off the side of the whole jury pool, which is the big, huge room.
How funny is it that you answered, like, he asked a question about what did you think about what I just said? What was the impact? And you gave such the answer he didn't want. Oh. Like, well, sir, your suit's kind of shitty. I don't like your teeth.
I couldn't help myself because it was so over the top. The acting was horrendous, and he was going for this moment. I'm like, I can't sit here and make believe this isn't bothering me. You know?
And the other lawyer, one of those lawyers might have loved your answer. Whoever the opposing guy is, might have loved that you looked at it that way. But that guy absolutely would.
The opposing lawyer looked at me like, oh fuck, I want this guy, absolutely. But I was so against that guy, and what he said, that he also knew, like, oh fuck, he's so done.
It's too much. Yeah, they're gonna throw him out.
But every time I looked at the other lawyer, he was staring at me. So I'm like, okay, yeah. I mean, we've done this long enough to know the look when people recognize you.
They're on to you.
So all of a sudden he's staring at me, and then he's trying to be casual, and then I see him taking the one sheets that we all had to fill out, and he's counting. I could see him counting to number 8, which is me, and then just casually looks at my sheet, and then there's recognition, like, oh, okay, and then he goes on to sheet number 9, making believe you're just going through the sheets. So then after lunch, fucking have to come back, and then the other lawyer starts talking and goes, that guy, and he points to me, he goes, makes a really good point. What he said made me really uncomfortable, because we're supposed to just be asking you basic questions to see if you would have an open mind, and I don't know why he did what he did.
Yeah, why did he go
and then that lawyer starts getting pissed. He goes, look, I want you to stop talking about that to the lawyer. He goes, because as you know, if I went too far, you would have stopped me. We all know what I did was completely legal. He's out of his mind pissed. Wow. He just wants the room cleared out and start over.
What a dummy.
So then that guy talked for a while. Then they stepped out to decide who was going to be the jurors for this particular case, I guess. And then all 12 of us were called out of the room.
Yeah, they had to throw everyone out of that fucking...
And they basically...
you wrecked it for him.
Honestly, not really, because us 12 had to go out of the room. Then they read off 6 names, and they're like, okay, congratulations, you guys are, made it to the next level or whatever the fuck, and the rest of you go sit down. I was obviously told to sit back down
right
in the jury pool room, and that was it.
It would be great if the guy asked you, what do you think of what I just said? If you said, I thought it was really good. Don't worry, I got you.
Yeah. I won't let you down.
I won't let you down.
Don't worry, I won't let you down.
I'm here for you.
I think that would get you out of jury duty so easily.
Yeah, that'd work.
What do you think about what I just said? You know what? I'm not going to let you down, sir.
I'm on it.
I'm on it.
I'm 100% with you.
And then there was 6 of us that obviously were told to sit down, and one lady just started laughing at me. She was an old lady. She goes, I gotta tell you, that was hilarious. I go, it got big laughs when I told him he might want to step down from the case to give his client a fair chance. That got a big laugh in the room. But I didn't mean, I was just fucking trying to be honest, because it was so uncomfortable.
Humiliating for him.
Oh, completely humiliating.
He couldn't wait to be done with me. He knew he had to go through the whole process.
And by saying that in front of everybody, it just you wrecked him.
Yeah, you pulled his dick out in front of the entire room and laughed at it.
You destroyed him right there.
It was horrible. I'm like, because if I'm picked for a case, I absolutely want to have an open mind, and that horse shit's not going to work with me.
Yeah.
So why are you doing it there?
Yeah.
It scares me and frightens me. Oh, boy.
Did he say it dramatically?
Over the top. Jimmy, his acting was over the fucking top. Rich Vos would kick his ass.
You're scared, John?
It scares me and frightens me. And he just kept giving me these little looks when he could. And I'm like, at one point I kind of gave him a slight shrug, like, look, sorry, but I almost wanted to apologize to him, but you're not really allowed to talk to those guys.
Oh, that would have been worse.
Yeah.
Like, I apologize. I made you look like a dick.
Yeah. So,
in front of your peeps.
And then the rest. Then I sat there for another 45 minutes, and they said, look, you guys are all done. You've served. We don't need you for a second day. I kind of liked the experience in general. It was kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're going to have to go down there, you might as well stay for the whole thing to see, see how it works. Yeah. And
then I befriended the black gentleman next to me, and because he couldn't, we had to fill out a census report, I guess. not even your name, just like your age, where you live, and what's your what are you?
They want to know who's coming down there, I guess.
And the black guy looks at me, he goes, what's that? I go, I think it's some kind of dumb census thing. He goes, oh, man, I forgot my glasses. Do you mind if you fill mine out for me?
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
And he sort of sounded like that, so I'm kind of imitating him. I go, no problem, brother. And I said that, brother? And then I filled it out, and I made a quick joke because he's so obviously black. So I go, birth date? He goes, blah, blah, 1950. I'm like, okay. And then I go, are you white? And I turn to him. He goes, oh, man, I love you. Oh, and he starts laughing really loud. I'm like, shh. He probably goes, oh, man, I love you.
He probably
all right.
Couldn't read or write, you think?
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking to be completely fair, I think maybe. Yeah, he might have a tough time with words. I don't know.
Or something.
And then he was telling me about his blown out knee and his hip. I'm like, oh, my God, I don't care.
Right.
I like his stuff, and we can hang a little bit, but I don't care. People, let me go.
No, you know what really gets people to stop is if they start to tell you a story like, I hurt my knee. If you go, oh, tell me more. Drink in every detail.
And then outside the court, across the street, they were arraigning one of the biker dudes. There was so much media down there. It's all over the front pages of the papers today. I was down there, and they had a press conference set up out front, and then I got word they're going to take him out back. The cop, the cop that was undercover that didn't do anything, and actually they're saying smashed another window in the SUV. He didn't smash the window that everyone has seen on the passenger side, on the driver's side. I guess he smashed the window on the other side of the SUV, right? The back seat of the other side, I think.
I didn't hear if he smashed it or he was banging on it.
I heard smash now, but I'm not sure.
I didn't hear. I wasn't sure.
If I misspoke, I apologize, but I thought I heard that. But they were bringing him out of the courts.
Yeah.
And I got word, they're bringing him out back. And I went out back, and, I was obviously everyone knew. There was hundreds of people out there. I'm like, holy shit. And the energy when they bring one of those guys out, holy
gets all fucking...
Because they have to get him from the door to the car. And stupid me panicked on my dumb Samsung. I was right there, and I pushed record to film it real fast, but I held down the record button, so that means it wasn't recording. I'm a fucking douche.
Oh, no.
I was literally 5 feet from the guy. This guy came out like he was a super villain with a massive hoodie and then something covering his face and two lawyers like hustling him into the car and pushing his head down, trying to get out of there, as soon as possible. And then everyone just crowding around the car and then taking off.
Was he cuffed or was he okay to leave?
I think his hands were in his pocket. If I'm not mistaken. In his front pockets, right? Because at first I thought he was cuffed, but he was going home. I think he was just going home. I think he made bail because it looked like it was just a regular car, and the lawyers were trying to get him out of there. But the energy you feel when they bring one of these guys out, like a high-profile case, you're like, wow, man, it was fucking cool.
Damn.
And there's a Chinese park right there, and all the Chinamen were looking over the fence at the whole thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the driver was Asian, so they probably even feel extra interested.
Oh, you know what? Fuck, I forgot about that part.
Was it.
Because they were all, checking it out from the park, which was a mere...
contingency.
A mere, 20 feet behind where everyone was, standing.
I had a little episode with an Asian this morning, driving in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was about 5 cars in front of me.
Yeah.
Going into the Midtown Tunnel. And the speed limit is 40 miles an hour. He was doing probably 15 miles an hour the whole way through the tunnel with now a line of cars, a parade of cars. So at one point where it starts curving a little, he slowed down even more. Beep! I'm just laying on the horn in the tunnel, and now everyone starts beeping at this motherfucker. Right. He does not even fucking bat an eye at it. And we come out of the tunnel. Now I got to get next to him. I got to fucking get next to him. You have to
see him, right?
And I looked, I turned and went, well, that fucking figures. I had to know. And it was.
Was he old or young or?
Middle-aged Asian gentleman just looking straight ahead, completely oblivious to the fact that he fucking annoyed that people starting their day, just starting their day on their commute into work, he fucked them.
He didn't give a fuck.
He didn't give a shit. Didn't even know. Like, if he would have looked over and I would have flipped in the bird, been like, you fucking asshole, he'd have been like, why is you so angry? I don't understand.
The unawareness is just unbelievable with some of these people.
Self-centeredness.
Wow, it's unbelievable. We all fuck up a little bit, and you see a car right on your tail or something, like, shit, I'm the idiot, so then you move over. But when you realize it's a parade of cars behind you, how are you not aware of that? You're absolutely fucking up the entire roadway.
He's like, it's the beginning of rush hour. I'm in one of the few thoroughfares that get you to the pinnacle of the free world, Manhattan.
Right.
And there's no one in front of me. Wow, that's really odd. There's no one in front of me going from Long Island to Manhattan. This is amazing. Maybe I should look at my rear view mirror and see the fucking parade of cars that's behind me. This guy doesn't even give a shit, doesn't know. Just oblivious. The driving tests have to be more stringent.
It's been my experience over the years that absolutely the Asians are the worst. Sorry.
I gotta fucking say it.
Do we get in trouble for saying that?
That is just based on personal experience.
My personal experience, it absolutely usually is
my personal experience, when I come across a driver that is not as skilled at driving as most other people on the road, it has usually been, in my experience, an Asian person.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Is it part of their culture? Like,
it's one of the stereotypes.
Is there a reason for that? Does anyone know?
I don't know what the fuck it is. You could ask Dice. He'll tell you.
Oh, boy, will he tell you.
I like to play Guess the Race. When there's someone driving poorly, once in a while it's a white male, but Slayton had a very funny bit about how white men, the things that we do well are driving and hockey, and that was at the point of his bit.
Yeah.
But he was like, that's the one thing we have left, is that white men drive better than anybody.
Yeah,
that's one thing we do right.
True.
We may not be great at everything, but we're good at that.
When Aunt and I used to commute back to Long Island, we used to play that, remember?
Yes.
We would come up on cars, and we would play What Is It?
Oh, boy.
Just to pass the time. Mm-hmm. And you know what, man? I swear to you, 7 out of 10 easily.
You get pretty good.
And I think I'm being conservative.
Yeah, you get pretty good.
I think it was higher than that. We would almost nail it perfectly. Yep. Whether it was a male or female and what race. Almost every time, just based on how they were driving and what kind of car they were
based
in.
on what the fuck they're doing.
We almost got it every time.
Amazing.
And we would start laughing at each other like, how unbelievable is this?
Oh, it was so annoying. Yeah, that was the beginning of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to ask you, what's up with this Shelby guy from Ron and Fez?
Oh, well, I don't even know. He was giving us some shit, I guess, about the fucking...
Why are people giving us shit from that...
Paul McCartney thing. That was it. He said that Paul McCartney... Ronnie asked, is he going to do O&A? Because I guess Paul McCartney was in here in the building doing Howard's show.
Right.
And he goes, no, why would he do their show? And kind of snickered, like, what?
So how about he goes and finds another channel where he could trash us? Does he understand that we built the Opie and Anthony channel and we're not going to accept fucking little worms like trashing us? What the fuck has he done in this business to deserve that?
He interned.
If Ronnie wants to trash us, so actually he's the only one. Fuck the rest of them. They have no right. They have no right piping up about Opie and Anthony shit.
Has he explained himself, that guy? Because what I've heard about him, I've never met him, is that he's a big fan of the show.
I met him.
Oh, you have met him?
I met him. If he had something to say to me, he should have said it to my face. I walked out of the studio one day. I think it was Monday maybe, or even Tuesday. I'm not sure. Or maybe it was even late last week. I apologize the exact day. I go, you're Shelby. I hear you're doing all right for Ronnie. Nice to meet you. And he was, pleasant. A little strange. It seems like he doesn't really look at anyone or anything. A little bizarre, but he was nice enough. So my question to that asshole is, if you had a problem with me or Ann or anybody, why don't you fucking walk up to us and say it? Because when I had a little interaction with you, away from the microphones, you couldn't have been cooler. We're not fucking putting up with little fucking losers, trashing us on our channel. You don't deserve. You didn't earn. You haven't earned that right. You just started in broadcasting.
Yeah, Ronnie laid into him pretty good.
Well, I figure he would.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you know, Ronnie's been a soldier forever. You know, and he's more than earned the right to, if he has an issue with us, to bring it up, of course. But not some intern that they're starting to put on the show because Fezzi decided not to talk anymore. Enough with this shit.
Oh boy, Sam, what do you start?
Has there been a response, Sam? Do we know?
Now Sam. The second Sam gets involved,
right,
it's Sam's fault.
Yeah.
If you ask Fezzi.
No, I haven't heard any response. I think Ron might have avoided it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He didn't want to get Shelby to open his mouth and get himself in more trouble.
I don't even think he was on the show yesterday.
Oh, was he not even there? Maybe that's what it was.
And yet, you have every right to not like us or have an opinion about us, but to do it on our channel. You know, if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't have a microphone. Do you understand that? So have a little respect, you little fucking twat.
Some respect.
He's a huge fan, doesn't think he meant anything by it. Then he's a weirdo.
What are his defenders coming out?
He's a weirdo. We're already taking on the world. We don't need
I think he is a weirdo.
Little fucking, you know. I don't even know what I'm pausing because I think he's an intern, so I think I get in trouble for just talking.
No, you're responding to something somebody said on the air. That's fair.
He said you aren't a McCartney-level show. He's right. Why? Now,
all right, then go say that somewhere else.
Bounce. There you go.
Then go say that somewhere else. You're not going to say that on our channel. That's the difference. Go get a fucking podcast or a fake Twitter account like the rest of them, and then do it that way.
But to say that, not a McCartney-level show, it's like, well, then what? We've interviewed Tarantino. We've interviewed fairly big...
Roger Daltrey.
We're absolutely a Paul McCartney show. For whatever reason, he did Howard, and that was it.
He did one more he did for Springsteen's channel.
All right, we absolutely could handle a fucking Paul McCartney interview. We'd be out of our minds, but we could handle it.
Is that a McCartney level? I mean, I no disrespect to Springsteen, but that show was not obviously a bigger show than ours.
Nobody has a fake Twitter account. Bye. Now
Are you crazy? No one has a fake Twitter account.
This is a microcosm
we see him every day.
Of what happens on Pal Talk, where I am right now. Like, why would I let people come in here, have a little special, you know, relationship with the program, and let them just bash and pour up bullshit like that? That guy said
nobody has a fake Twitter account. We see the fake Twitter accounts every fucking day.
Oh, constantly.
And then you ban them, and then they start another fake Twitter account. What are you talking about?
They write you emails.
Not even bounced. Banned. They'll never be back in the room. That's goodbye. Fucking assholes. I've had it.
But it's almost like if a fan's got the right to say what they want to say, but if we respond a certain way or block you, then shut up about it. I mean, you said what you wanted. No one's saying that you can't say that, but I don't want to hear it.
Right.
You can say it where you go out and say it. I'm not telling you don't stand on the sidewalk and yell it into a megaphone.
Right. And then I guess
silly geese.
My update, because I wasn't here yesterday. So I also got talking to about the Eric thing.
From who?
It made HR.
Puffin stuff?
It made HR around here.
Who talked to you?
Yeah. Well, someone that's mad about other things, too.
Oh, boy.
Don't say, don't talk about kittens on this show. Let's just put it that way.
Beavis.
I got talking to about that as well.
But little Beavis, I can't talk about him?
Not that kitten.
Oh!
Because somebody who's approaching being a billionaire doesn't have a sense of humor and can't handle it.
Oh.
Looks like he got a little butthurt, and because he got butthurt, I got a talking to. How do you not make fun of that?
Of course.
Doesn't mean he sucks at radio or he's not bringing in subscribers, but how do you not? I swear to you, if we did a show, I got to say this, and now it's going to cause more problems, but I have to say it. If we did an hour on kittens and giving them away, God, I hope the whole radio world kills us. Plays the audio and laughs their asses off.
Well, you talked about Anthony's kittens. Oh, you can't distinguish the difference between that break and fucking people.
But somewhere along the line, I question if he ever did. You know, he doesn't have a sense of humor.
Yeah.
He just sees everything as like, oh, we're just trashing him. No, we found a 2-minute video clip that we thought was so unbelievable that I'll take full responsibility. I pushed it forward. I even told these guys if they don't want to be involved to just leave. I said I have to do this. This is crazy.
I can't control myself. I need to.
So then I get a call from Bob. Oh boy, yeah, Bob.
Opie, it's.
They're trying
it's Bob.
They're trying to push the show forward, and things like this get in the way. And oh boy, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm here to let you know that it's now an issue.
It's been brought to my attention.
Right. I go, Bob. You tell those guys, meaning Sirius XM, we've been more than well behaved. And I even said,
oh my God, yes.
We have been so well behaved. I'll tell you this, Bob. We could take audio from that show and other shows and make fun of it every single day. There's plenty of shit to make fun of.
Oh, yeah.
But we choose not to. But I said this clip was so over the top that he's giving away kittens and people are crying because they're getting a fucking kitten. I couldn't help myself.
You have to.
Yeah, but they're they want to make you the #1 show over there, and I heard that. I'm like, #1 show.
How stupid is Bob?
I go, Bob, are you fighting for us? #1 show. I go, I just want them to make this easier for me. We've given up on all that shit.
How come Bob doesn't call for other stuff?
None of you guys got these same calls?
No.
Holy what?
It's just funny that you're the only one who got the call.
Oh, boy,
I've gotten most Bob calls.
Oh, I've gotten them,
I'm glad I didn't get it this time.
I got it because it was obvious. This one was obviously me. And then, then you get the Howard people. You upset. I'm not obsessing about them. When there's a clip like that, I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself.
I had to.
Obsessing would mean talking about them every day and bringing other clips to the show every day. And that would be that radio would be extremely easy to do.
Yeah.
So without mentioning names, it was an issue. The E-Rock thing's an issue because they still think it might have been done on purpose.
Did E-Rock go to HR? Was he all mad?
Did you go to HR?
Did you report Opie?
But they talked to me. So
how did they find out about it?
That I'm not sure because I got a phone call on Friday.
What did they say to you?
They yelled slobbo and hung up.
You fucking broke that roller coaster, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. No. There's yeah. Why does E-Rock get back from Florida, get back from going to Universal Studios and Disney, and then, like, the next day a roller coaster breaks and it's on the news? You just have bad luck, E-Rock.
That one is terrifying, too.
Oh, man.
Like, we saw that one, and we just looked at it. There's no way
we're going.
No,
huh?
What happened? It got stuck at the top, too, right?
Yeah.
It starts... You start like a shuttle launch almost. So you're facing the sky, and then you go straight up for like 160 feet or something, and then it goes over a little edge, and then the roller coaster starts.
Oh.
And it got stuck right as it was about to round over to start the roller coaster.
Yeah, look at that.
Holy shit, that looks fucking terrible.
And that's where it got stuck?
Yeah.
How did they get him down?
The fire department.
No, I know.
They lit him on
I
fire?
figured as much, but how did they get him down?
Of that, I'm not 100%
Do they have to get
sure.
one of those huge ladders, or is there a way to walk down from that position? Because you go on those rides and you see the guy at the top. Have a nice ride.
Yeah.
I'm amazed by those guys that they could sit up there that high all day.
All day, just greeting the people.
Right. All right. Enjoy the way down.
But wait a minute. How did they prevent it from, moving while they were offloading them?
It probably locked in place. They have like all kinds of safety things. I heard it was a computer glitch that told the machine that there was a problem, some kind of problem. So yeah, it locks the cars in place, and until they figure it out, it stays there.
Imagine how scary it would be to be in one of the. Now, which way, Sam, are they coming? Is to my right going up or down?
It's going up.
Okay, so they didn't quite. How fucking scary is it to be sitting backwards and just know you're stuck? Although you're just going to roll back on a track, I guess.
I don't know. I'd be
plummet.
I'm not going to lie to you, man. I'd be out of my mind if we were stuck in that position.
That would be stressful.
Yeah. What the fuck?
A little stressful.
I think so.
Fuck yeah. Oh, yeah, because you might plummet. If you go back, it might fucking...
Yeah, it could just fall.
You don't know.
Crash.
That's why I don't go on those things.
Yeah.
I avoid rides in general, yeah. I'm not a fan.
Is there any video of it of people getting offloaded?
That's crazy.
There has to be. Someone must have.
Right after you go over that little bend to start the ride, there's a big loop, but it doesn't keep you on the inside and go around in a circle. It twists you so you're on the outside, so you're pretty much hanging free fall in every direction as you do the loop.
So you went on it more than once?
No, I didn't go on that one at
Go
all.
on
Why?
Because it looked terrifying.
Oh,
That's scary. That is scary.
Fuck, that looks... And they've been sitting there for a while because now it's darker in the video.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit, that is
How long
horrifying.
were they up there for?
I think over 2 hours.
Wow.
Dude, they must have had to piss and shit.
I would just piss my pants. I don't give a fuck.
Take a dump.
I would have before I fucking got to the top of the thing.
Yeah.
I would have shat myself.
Hey, look. There's the boat movie.
Did you see the boat movie? I saw you tweeting about it.
I saw the boat movie.
I want to see the boat movie.
And?
I like the boat movie.
I want to see the boat movie.
Not only was it one boat,
Yeah.
there were probably 4 boats.
I want to see the boat movie.
There was a big boat.
I want to see the boat movie.
And then a little boat.
I want to see the boat movie.
Then there was a bigger boat, and then
I want to see the boat movie.
big boat.
I want to see the boat movie.
Like you died and went to boat heaven or something.
E-Rock, did you go to Human Resources?
I did not go to them.
And when were you going to tell us that
them.
they talked to you?
Hey, Mike, I didn't think I had to tell you everything.
Yeah. Oh, no, I didn't go to Human Resources. Then all of a sudden you're watching a donkey fuck a girl. Ah, Human Resources took me here.
What did they say to you?
They were pretty much calling to see, what I knew, was I okay, and they believed that it was an accident. So I said I would talk to Opie when I got back, and that was the end of it.
And we had our conversation.
Yeah, and they said, okay, yeah, I think you should just work it out with him, and we'll leave it at that.
All right, you know what?
Okay.
Is that acceptable?
Yeah,
yeah.
Of course it is, but
I just hate that they have to get involved when no one fucking
my
calls
version
for their help.
No one asked them.
Yeah.
From Mr. Grimm, Bob Eatman was a little different. Oh boy, now
they're Human Resources.
You're on Human Resources radar.
You're on their radar. Oh God.
Then that's preventing them from pushing the show forward. Because now they're going to deal with that.
Forward.
I'm like, Bob, we've heard every excuse. So they're either going to push the show forward or not. But I am so sick of corporate people using these little things that happen, and that's the reason why other things aren't happening. It's all bullshit.
Oh, Opie, why do you do this to me?
I'll say it again. It was a horrible accident, and I wish, even though it made for great radio, I really do wish it didn't happen.
But how is
the whole number thing? I really do wish it didn't happen because that was way past my line.
You know what pushing the show forward would really be? Like if they, again, you can't tell Howard's guests what to do, but if McCartney is doing Springsteen's channel,
right?
If they had gone to him and said, look, you should do this other show, Springsteen's channel is great, but this other show is that's pushing the show forward.
There you go.
You can't make him do it.
Right.
But you could pitch a really good case to him or to his manager. There is a way to do that because McCartney doesn't have to be tied into. He's so big, no one can tell him where to go, not to go. It doesn't matter.
I'll fucking tell him.
So would I, but I'm just waiting he's sitting here. I tell him.
Yeah, he sat around singing silly love songs to a whole bunch of kids at a school yesterday.
Here in New York.
Yeah, so I think he could have handled an Opie and Anthony interview.
Was the school?
But I understand why he didn't.
Yeah,
I think it was some kind of music school.
Oh.
And he was basically saying how the Beatles didn't have any training, so they're kind of lucky. They're ahead. I think he said something like, "You guys are technically ahead of where we were."
Oh,
what he was really saying is, we didn't need this, you little faggot. we just went out and manned up and did it.
We fucking went out and did gigs.
I wonder if those little fuckers understood what happened in their classroom yesterday.
Yeah.
You had a Beatle sitting there just playing songs for you, and he played a lot. I think he played like 12 songs.
They probably don't even acknowledge that he's.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think they do?
Yeah.
And I understand why Paul McCartney didn't do our show. I mean, I do understand.
He doesn't have to.
He doesn't really have to.
No.
He's pushing a gig. I mean, he's pushing a new CD or whatever. Why not?
But we absolutely can handle a Paul McCartney interview. That's the point.
Oh, yeah. I would love it.
This gets back to the Shelby and his nonsense.
Colin would have loved the interview we'd done.
Oh, yeah. Why don't you guys ask him?
Ask him a question.
Apparently, fucking... Wait till Colin comes on the show. I'm going to fucking bite his old fingers. I'm going to bite Colin's fingers.
Old fingers?
I'm going to bite his fingers.
I love him.
From the tip.
I fucking love him.
And I'm not going to bite him once. I'm going to fucking woodpecker chew them down to the knuckle. From the too long nail all the way down to his knuckle. I've had enough of Colin. That's it.
Oh,
man. Did you guys read the statement from the Jocktober?
fuck,
I didn't read it. No,
wow, that went everywhere.
I know, I heard that. What was
And then did you read the email from a radio company warning shows that we're going after it? Wow, really?
No one told me we had that.
And then you got these little radio worms that are trying to like get our attention. Just ignore those fucking losers.
I was pretty much Twitter
free. There's two
Twitter
guys
free yesterday. A few posts, but
there's two guys trying to get our attention.
Yeah, I saw them.
They're trying so hard.
Yeah.
What? Oh.
I just commented and blocked.
I think they really want us to mention their name and go after them for Jocktober because they think they could spin it into a positive thing. They're just little fucking worms.
Everybody thinks that until it's a month later and they're trying to get something done.
Right.
And then someone's just calling up and hassling them.
Hammered.
This is an actual email. What's blacked out, Sam Roberts?
Up top? Or I think they just blacked out so they couldn't tell exactly where it was from.
Okay.
Things are redacted.
But yeah, I got this same thing. It went out to it has to be one of the big radio companies because I got a few people sending me the same email saying that they were sending it out to all employees.
I love that we're just being bothersome to everybody. I just love it.
It is great. Fuck them.
You know what? If you're doing hack radio and those fake phone calls and you're lying to your audience, it's real. Fuck you.
Yeah.
You're you're the equivalent of a fucking thief in stand-up.
Yeah.
And then,
sorry, gonna point it out.
Yeah.
Look, there's instructions with a graphic on exactly how to change your Facebook settings to hide your wall.
Really? What does it say? Beware.
The headline is Beware. It's Jocktober.
Yeah.
Beware. I love it.
You have to do this because of us.
It's beware. Beware lousy radio shows.
Right,
it's Jocktober.
Right. Beware, it's Jocktober, yes.
Yeah, if you have any talent for radio, don't acknowledge this.
Yeah, if you're good at it, it's going to bother you.
Yeah. It says October is an especially devious month.
Ooh.
There's some rumors traveling the, quote, www, that some hackers may be planning to spam various Facebook pages as part of a Jocktober prank. This means that they could post vulgar photos or phrases on your pages if you don't arm yourself. In preparation for the influx of pornographic, violent, and personal attacks on on-air talent.
Which, by the way, we've never, since day one, we've been doing Jocktober for 6 or 7 years, we've never endorsed this.
We don't do
We don't like that language.
No.
We don't even mention their Facebook pages.
Nope.
Here are a few tips to deal with the content if your station is attacked. Immediately, you should copy and paste this text to the page moderation portion of your station page settings.
Wow.
And
Sounds
also
complicated.
Set the profanity filter to strong. It is an excellent idea to always have the station Facebook pages filled out accordingly.
Oh.
And it's got, the whole thing. And then it says, so you know where to go on Facebook. And then it says, next, if you sense an attack, immediately unpublish the station's Facebook page. This will not delete the page. It will simply make it unsearchable and unviewable until you republish it. These attacks usually start around 5 a.m.
Is that about it, or is there?
That's
You're
hilarious.
not doing the whole thing. Is there any other highlights there?
No, it's just saying be sure to check the following for inappropriate photos, photo tags, and comments. Comments on posts. This year, Facebook added the ability for photo comments. Comments on the Facebook wall. Comments on photos. All photo albums, especially the album that shows what images the station is tagged in.
I love it. Absolutely love it.
That's very funny.
And then one of the stations we Jocktobered.
Yep.
You have that statement?
Which station do you remember?
I swear I don't know.
it was,
I swear we're done with them and we move on. I don't know why we don't have it. It was all over Twitter. It was an actual statement by...
I'll figure out which one it was.
Was it the Atlanta one?
Yeah, do you remember the call letters? It was 2 days ago.
I mean, you guys get the same tweets I do, so someone should just print it out when they see it. That's all, and assume we probably will want to read that.
Was it the Q90-something?
I mean, I should have printed out, I guess.
Q102?
Q102 is what it was.
Q102 they put out a statement. Does someone have the statement? They might still have it.
Anyone have the statement?
Sure, we'll be able to.
There was a statement on what happened.
They had to explain to their audience what happened there.
Yeah.
It's very embarrassing. God damn it.
No one has it.
No one has it.
Oh, well.
No, I guess it wasn't.
Here it is. I got it.
Oh, okay.
And this was posted on their Facebook wall.
Yes. Q102?
Q102.
Which one was that?
That was the guy in Jenny or the guy.
They blend together so
that's
really
quickly.
Yeah, don't take it personally because you're just like nameless, faceless people doing just shitty radio.
No,
you really are in the end. We don't even remember one show.
Was it Atlanta?
Another.
Probably Atlanta.
Well, we did Atlanta. I think we did Cincinnati.
Jeff and Jen?
That sounds right.
Okay. You got the statement?
Yes. Mm-hmm. We think, it's Q102.
Oh,
Jeff
yeah.
and Jen.
Listen how douchey. You guys really didn't. Listen how douchey this is.
We think that the internet should be used for good and not evil. And because of that.
What? Are you a fucking superhero?
Good, not evil.
Meanwhile.
I didn't see evil. I saw funny.
Yeah.
Some of that shit was hilarious.
Oh, I don't know. Some of that language.
Oh.
It should be used for good.
Evil.
And because of that, we do not condone any activity that hijacks our fans' social media experience.
Hijack. Yes, it did.
Hijack.
With graphic images, profanity, and vulgarity.
That's right.
Well, it's all subjective.
It's like piss Christ.
Right.
We want to thank all of you for being loyal Q102 listeners and for following us on Facebook. Please, if you see something that doesn't fit with the character of our station...
See something, say something?
Don't click it.
Oh.
Click it or tick it.
Mm-hmm.
That was Jeff and Jen's official Facebook statement.
Wow.
Wow.
Boy, Jocktober shaking things up.
Shaking things up this year. I
know. I like it, too.
I kind of like it.
Do we have one today?
Of course we do.
All right.
What show did I miss yesterday? That was the only thing I was bummed about.
God. You missed a good one.
I don't mind taking a day off from doing radio. I kind of like it every once in a while, but I thought to myself, fuck, but it's Jocktober.
It was a bad one.
Which one was it?
Oh, were they terrible?
We went to Boston.
Oh, you couldn't wait for me?
I didn't even know you were out yesterday. I'm sorry, bro.
But I like Boston.
Baltazar.
He's still up there?
Oh, you know him.
Well, he
was up there, I think, when we were there.
Oh, we were there.
Yeah, but then he came to New York, and he worked on...
he failed miserably in New York.
That's where I know the name from.
With
him and Goomba Johnny.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then he went back to Boston, and he's still doing the Balt Busters.
I like Johnny. I used to hate this one girl because she used to go Goomba Johnny. I knew her. She would call him
Goomba Johnny?
Goomba Johnny.
Goomba.
That's not how you say his name. Goomba. Oh, stupid woman.
If you look at the comments on Q102's statement about the internet being used for good and not evil, the first one that pops up is, I want to see the boat movie.
Oh, see?
So
I want to see the boat movie.
Of course you do.
Wow.
Yeah.
By the way, not that I don't think today's Jocktober will be fantastic. I'm sure it will. But who isn't a little bit psyched for tomorrow?
All right, I can't wait.
Tomorrow's the day.
Have you been recording a lot?
Yeah.
You got good stuff for tomorrow?
I'm not going to disappoint you guys.
Scott and
I care
Todd
too much
Day
for you.
Tomorrow.
Any more gems like I want to see the boat movie?
I want to see the boat movie.
I don't know. I mean, those are
special.
Those are very special. I'll try to have something.
My favorite, besides when he gets one of these catchphrases, which is only once a year, really, if you think about it. My favorite though is when Todd says something. Scott jumps in. And Todd does not even acknowledge that Scott jumped in. It's one of the greatest things ever.
You mean the patented Scott and Todd pay no mind list?
Pay no mind. Put firmly on that pay no mind list.
Pay no mind list.
And are the listeners sending you clips of holes? So we could dedicate a whole show to holes?
Yeah. Well,
they're supposed to be doing
a whole show.
Right.
We're going to work on it. They're definitely sending some station suggestions.
Nice.
All right. Yeah, get someone on that because that day we could attack a whole bunch of radio stations.
Yes. All at once.
All at once.
Nice.
We could have a feeding frenzy.
Multiple fronts.
Throw a whole bunch of holes in the water and see what the sharks want to do.
Holes.
I want to see the boat movie.
I got a...
I got a boat movie.
Let's go to HR about that.
Yeah, what, you got a bunch of boats on your house or something, you piece of garbage?
Yeah.
The Opie and Anthony Show. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Right on. You didn't disappoint me today, sir.
Oh, wow.
It's Rattle and Hum Day.
Is it?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I think for the U2 fan, this is a very underrated album. The Rattle and Hum. You like Rattle and Hum? No?
I like, yeah.
Hawk Moon 269?
I'm not crazy about it, you know?
Really? I love this fucking album. They kind of fucked it up with some shit in between the songs. I hate when bands do that. Just put your fucking songs on an album. There was some nonsense in between the songs.
Nonsensical.
25 years ago,
Wow.
U2 released Rattle and Hum. 25 years ago. I was in a movie theater watching that fucking documentary. Wow.
Documentary.
That's cray-cray.
I was watching a Chris Angel show last night.
Oh boy.
And I got it. He has got to be the worst fucking magician ever. He's
been on our show, sir.
Hack.
He's bad, huh?
He compelled me to freeze frame, rewind, take pictures like I'm gathering evidence. And then I'm realizing, why am I even doing this? That's not the same. Whoa, stop it. Take a picture.
What was his hack bit?
Wait a minute. Did you figure out that the magician was not really doing magic?
Exactly. That's when I finally said that to myself, I realized, like, what am I doing? Of course it's a trick, but it's so poorly done.
You don't like when it's done badly.
Right. I like being, if I'm going to watch a magician on television, I want to be mystified. I want to fucking not know how it's done. I want to
immediately
be amazed.
You want to go, how the fuck did he do that?
But I don't want to then be able to see, as the trick's happening, how the fuck it happened. Here's what he did.
Is this the one you saw?
No. This is the one where he walks across the fucking water.
Yeah, it's fucking you. There's no way to do that. That's magic.
Yeah, there's plexiglass on the fucking water.
No, it's not.
He uses...
Oh, my God. He's not doing this. So obvious. He's not doing this. We're looking at a video where he's walking across a pool, and it's obviously plexiglass.
Plexiglass just under the water.
And, of course, they're going to show a woman swimming underneath it.
Everyone he's involved with is in on the fucking trick, by the way. Every time you see Chris Angel doing a trick in public, everybody around him is a plant involved in the trick.
Of course he's walking across plexiglass.
Yeah.
There's nothing to this.
No.
As soon as you make a woman swim underneath it is the big reveal.
Yeah.
That you're trying to convince people that you're actually walking on water.
It's so bad. And,
See, the shoe fell.
Why did the shoe fall off?
Because there's a gap between the two pieces of plexiglass.
Right.
So it looks like no one's there.
Right.
She just swam through another gap.
Right.
So it looks like you can't see him because it's plexiglass. But it's not. Yeah.
So to convince people that he's actually doing this, he makes a shoe fall off to go, no, see, there's no plexiglass. Oh, God.
Like, jump in the pool and do it yourself now. Like, that's what someone should do and go, hey, there's plexiglass here. And then they play the rockin' music.
Fuck yeah.
He's so awful.
46 million views for that shit?
Fuck yeah.
Yep.
I watched that 45 million times.
The fake.
And he did it, and it was just step after step.
The fake fucking testimonials.
No, it's not.
How many dislikes does the video have?
10,000.
And how many likes?
38,000.
Okay. Because there's idiots. I watched one last night where he had this woman, and she lays on a park bench. And then he has this guy, and he lays on a park bench.
Yeah.
Right across the little sidewalk from each other. They're separated by a sidewalk that's about, 8 feet wide. And So they lay down. He's like, relax, relax, relax. He does this mumbo jumbo. And then he has people come up and grab the guy's arms and leg. One guy grabs his arms, one guy grabs his legs, one guy grabs the girl's arms, and one guy grabs the girl's legs.
Right.
And then he's rubbing like the girl's belly and goes, and the guys pull, and she comes in half. She just goes in half. Her legs now are in the guy's hands, her arms, and she's waving her arms around. She's like, now, it was so obvious. First of all, everybody there was in on it. They switched out the woman for either a midget woman or a woman that was amputated legs.
Sure.
And she had blonde hair, but she had like a troll, kind of like a primordial dwarf woman face.
Right.
And then the guy was wearing big sunglasses trying to cover up that he wasn't the same guy. And it's all done with camera cuts.
Can we see it?
If you could find that one.
What was it called?
Shit trick. Oh, it was awful. And I'm looking, just going, it's not the same people. It's so obviously not. This isn't a continuous trick. There's camera cuts.
You think it's fake?
Is this it?
It's so bad. It might be. It could be.
Is this it?
This might be. It might be a different version of the same trick.
Shit trick.
Throw off the bench this way, okay? People that actually. What's your name?
Eva.
I'm gonna try using you too. Okay. Let's just try putting
and then
you
he switches
down
the
here,
legs
and
with the guy.
Like
so he just took a random lady though.
Straight back to me. Okay, good. And could you go around?
And a random lady here.
If she's around here,
they
you're
did it
a
on
short.
two separate benches last
I'm
time.
sorry, no
And he's
offense.
famous because he's all about rock and roll.
Oh, he's the rock and roll magician.
He's the Guy
Emily,
Fieri
nice
of
to meet you.
magician.
Could you come right
Everything.
over here for me for a second?
So
I want you to lay down for
hacky.
me. Okay, perfect, just like that.
She's the one with the fake
Head
legs,
back,
right?
Gotcha. Okay, put your hands over here.
She doesn't have to
Just like
be.
that. Grab her wrist
They
for
do
me,
it
okay?
all with
Just
camera
don't let go of
cuts.
her wrist. And would you
He
be
doesn't
kind to
even
grab
do
her,
this
her
where
ankles, okay? Just grab her ankles.
where
You can
like
pick up her legs.
if
Is that
you were
okay?
there, you'd be
okay?
like, oh, I could tell
Okay,
he's
good,
doing
good.
something with fake
What we're gonna
legs.
try
No
here
fake legs.
is
They
I'm gonna
cut
ask
the
you to apply
camera and put
equal
another
pressure, okay,
fucking
both of you. Just
fidget
apply equal
there instead
pressure.
of this woman.
And
the
just
lady's
keep on pulling.
laying
right?
on
Just
the
pull as
bench.
if you want to drag her off
Someone
the bench.
grabbing her
You
legs, someone
pull as if
grabbing
you
her
wanna
arms,
drag
and
her
they're
off
going to
the
pull her
bench this way,
apart.
Okay. Okay, you okay? Would you do me a favor? Close your eyes for a second. Perfect.
Yeah, she's just going to come in half. She's going to break in half.
All right, good. I want you to apply even pressure.
Everyone there is in on this.
Why is there a towel over her?
Now there's not.
That's her skirt.
Now there is. Oh, of course.
Conveniently, she has a skirt on.
And I want you to just pull right now. Just pull. Pull!
Look how, and now she hobbles away.
Fuck yeah.
Now obviously there's somebody under there or something.
Why isn't he arrested?
Right?
I don't know what just happened.
Oh,
yes,
God,
you do.
the acting is horrible.
I don't know what just happened. Her legs went one way and her head and the rest of her body went the
And
other
the
way.
bench is in the middle like, what do you want from me?
Scary.
And the actors are screaming.
This is scary.
This was unbelievable how he did that. I don't know.
Yes, you do know. There's a midget.
If your legs were laying on a park bench severed from your body, would you use your hands to crawl away very quickly?
Yeah, she all of a sudden knows how to walk
do
on her
that.
hands, and
Right.
it looks like one of those people that don't have legs that walk on their hands.
She obviously, is amputated from the
He's
waist
terrible.
down.
They did it with a man, too?
Yeah, they
Because
did
Vos
it with...
recently had acting work in Vegas. He's short.
Then he's in a restaurant, and he's just sitting there talking with the camera on him, and he goes, and he gets up.
Before you move on, and I apologize, like, all right, you're going to do that bit, right? Why wouldn't you find better actors? The acting is what's more bothersome than the trick, because now he's like, all right, to really push it forward, I need some reactions here. And the reactions are, I feel like I'm in the court again.
Yeah.
The acting is just horrible.
Top. It's so bad.
Why would you interview them and you hear them go, I just don't know what happened.
Yeah.
They all sound like Bob Eatman on the phone.
Yeah, pulled her apart. It was.
I think that's way worse than the trick. Is all right. It's kind of a cool trick if you think about it, but
yeah,
But then, pushing it forward with the bad acting is what really just is horrible to me. Anyway, guys, sorry.
No, he was at a restaurant. He had a video crew with him, and then he makes it look like, I'm going to do a trick here, spur of the moment. He goes over to a table where this woman is sitting there with her boyfriend, and she's got a tatted up sleeve, You could tell they're not real tats. You just tell.
How?
They just look fake and stuff. So he grabs the girl's arm and starts sucking on a goldfish tattoo on her arm.
Right.
And, of course, the goldfish tattoo disappears when he pulls his head away, and then he spits a real goldfish into a water glass. And it was so obvious that it was a fake tattoo and that she was in on it.
So why is he getting lazy all of a sudden with the bad acting?
I don't know. I think he just...
Because that's a cool concept for a magic trick.
Right.
But if it's obvious that it's fake...
That's what it is. He's gotten so obvious what he's doing. Like, it's not tricking anybody. It's
mind freaking them.
Oh, is that what it is?
There's no mind freaking going on.
Not anymore. Mind freak.
He's a nice guy. We've had him in.
Oh, I thought he was
said no
terrible.
To him a lot now.
Right from the time he sat his ass down in that chair and pulled that lump of string out from his eyelid.
The hackiest joke ever.
Oh,
anyone could do that one.
You guys are lying. That didn't happen.
Oh, okay.
How did that joke go again? He swallowed the thread, or...
Yeah, he swallowed it.
He said he's going to pull out of his eye, but he already obviously... I think we even noticed his eye was already red from the thread.
Eye was all bloodshot. And he's supposed to pull it out of his eye, and it's supposed to come out in a strand, but it was coming out in a strand, and then it came out in the conveniently accordion-folded fashion, and then he just went, like...
You remember
the great Danton. I'll be at the Pantages across the street.
I tried watching The Prestige.
Yeah.
And my fucking Netflix copy just stopped. There was a damage in the DVD like 20 minutes in.
You've never seen the Prestige? Wow, it's
Very
so good.
Yeah, I'll get it, but when I was watching, I was enjoying it.
The great Danton. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But where's his brother?
So the mind freak thing isn't happening. But, I mean, he still does big numbers, and he's getting TV shows.
Got a new TV show.
Well, that's what I was watching. And here's another thing that was just a lump of horse shit from this guy. He's doing this trick where there's a glass coffin inside.
Maybe it was sick.
It was a coffin. It was inside another glass box. And his trick was going to be he was getting inside the coffin, and they were going to pour cement in the big box. So he's going to be encased in the cement. He's somehow going to get out. So they're like, all right, we're going to do this in front of the Mirage. So they do this thing, and they made this thing like it was so big that so many people were showing up. They had to close the roads, and the cops showed up, and he had to cancel it because there's dangerous, too many people. They kept saying, now there's 3,000 people, 4,000 people showed up. They're panning the crowd. There had to be 100, 150 people that they kept showing, and he was blatantly lying about that. There weren't people
wrong with
there.
him?
I don't know.
That's the shit I'm talking about. The
It was
bad
so
acting, the tattoo that already looks fake, and now you're trying to make 100, 200 people into 3,000 or 4,000?
So then he goes, he was very pissed off that they had to postpone it for a day.
Right.
Because of this. They canceled it. And he goes, we finally found another place to do it here at the Luxor. That's where he does his act. Why would he initially do it at the Mirage in the first place? And then all of a sudden, we're doing it at the Luxor. Obviously, they never were going to do it that first time. They lied about the people being there. So then they do it at the Luxor, and of course it's more people that are there that are in on it. He's not good. He's not
Hey, Loyals, it's Chris
good.
Angel somewhere in Maui doing a little hiking. Just wanted to say, hey, what's
look
up?
out.
Hope you're having a great
Rock
day.
and roll.
I'm enjoying this beautiful
Do a little trick for us
landscape.
out in the middle of nowhere.
In Hawaii in my life, my first time, and having a ball. The series is coming out
2 balls, I bet.
amazing.
Like a mouth.
I'm telling you, man, you better be ready for this. My best work to date. Blown up, going to be crazy. make sure to check out the premiere. Now, it's October 15th at 10 p.m.
Well.
Check your local listings. But
you never want to have to say check your local listings.
So I'm giving you a little
You want to be able to say nugget.
Ooh, nugget.
Hey, you fucking
All right,
thief.
now I like this guy.
Hey. Finale live will be a little sneak peek.
That's what I saw,
Chris
apparently.
Angel Believe on Spike. Check it out.
I saw Chris Angel believe.
Whatever.
Yeah, he's terrible.
He's terrible. You guys play the Mayor Menino thing?
No.
Oh, my God.
I want to hear it.
There's bus delays in Boston.
Yeah, if you remember yesterday, Baltazar was talking about it.
Oh, right,
That's
from our Jocktober segment.
So there's a
little tie-in action.
Bus delays. They just apparently laugh at everything, no matter what it is.
How bad was he?
He's terrible. He had this trademark high-pitched laugh that he does.
Yeah.
And so he would just shoehorn it in at sentences that weren't funny.
Yeah. Just laughing.
What are these guys doing?
And then the phony phone calls were just great.
They're not phony phone calls. They're Balt Busters.
Balt Busters. Yeah. And they're not actors, and they're not in on it, and they're not edited at all. I've never heard such bad like that phone editing as I did yesterday. It was so bad.
And I found out that this guy uses actors for his phone calls, supplied by the same prep burger service that we featured earlier this week on Monday.
Yeah, that all ties together.
So they have some. Do they?
I hope we blow up the whole business. And then maybe these guys will start doing like real radio.
Honest moments.
Honest moments, right, exactly.
What else does he do? He takes older phone calls, older phony phone calls, edits out the other people, and puts in new actors in the...
What do you mean?
Well, no, he takes his old phone calls that he did.
Right. That he already did.
But then he takes himself out of them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then he kind of plays around with the answers to the questions to make them a little more topical.
Like newer sounding.
And then that way he doesn't have to go and make a new call.
The old call.
God. He just re-edits the old ones, puts new questions.
I want to redo the butt plug call from fucking 20 years ago.
But what
updated. Butt plug, I saw The Walking Dead.
What is it? Is he shoehorning like an Obamacare reference or something in to make it sound like he just did this call?
Topical.
Oh, Christ.
Wait, do those actors just send their part? Like, do they send 5 questions or 5 answers and then he does the other part and then mixes? Is that how it works?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They're not actually talking to him live, even in a production studio.
Generally not.
I doubt it.
Generally.
It's all work parts and then they put it together in the production room. But Mayor Menino was talking about the bus delays up there in Boston. And we love when Mayor Menino speaks.
Oh, who doesn't?
I respect Mayor Menino a lot more since since the marathon bombing.
We killed him off?
No, man, because he hasn't held back.
No.
You know, he's not that PC about the shit going on in Boston. I like that.
Good for him.
But he's still a mumbling mess.
Thank you for all coming this evening.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming this evening. Thank you for coming this evening. He's fucking great.
Thank you for all coming this evening. As I promised earlier today, I'll give you some update information about the status of illegal work stoppage by a bus drivers union. Viola Transportation went to the federal court today.
What? Viola Transportation?
That's correct. They transport violas.
Violas.
He obviously works with a speech coach. Because there's some kind of like
adult speech,
but there's a rhythm where like the speech coaches decide if you could speak in this type of rhythm, you'll be able to get some of the stuff out because you hear it. Like he tries to roll.
Yeah. I do like his speeches though, and he's like, and here in Boston, his dramatic
proclamations.
Yes, exactly.
Proclamating ass.
Viola Transportation went to the federal court today seeking an immediate emergency injunction against the union in their illegal action.
What?
The federal court has not granted this injunction at this time. If they do not return to work tomorrow, the city and Viola Transportation will continue to pursue all legal actions available, including monetary damage against the unit and those who have participated in this illegal action.
Stat 7. Monetary action. Monastery.
There's a lot going on there, huh?
I would assume so.
Wow.
I think he's talking about how people are going to go to school tomorrow in this next clip. I think.
Tomorrow, it's clear that at this point, it's not clear.
Nothing's clear at this point.
I didn't even know he was saying it's clear at this point. It's clear at this point.
I know we break it down every time, but what happens?
Oh, it's that fucking giant tongue. There's some kind of a problem with the synapse between his fucking brain. And
there's an Asian driver in the way of the words.
Yes.
All the words are just piling up behind the Asian driver in the tunnel.
Yeah. It all sounds so clear in his brain.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then it just falls apart.
As we acknowledge the time here in Boston.
Tomorrow, it's clear that at this point, it's not clear at this point whether the bus drivers will return to work to drive the buses. The city is asking parents to plan to drive their students to school or plan alternative transportation for their students.
He would say, wouldn't he say bring your kids to school?
Yeah.
Parents are asked to drive their students to school?
Parents
what
don't ask students.
He's so bad at this.
Why can't he just have a spokesperson? Well, it's too late now because he's just about done.
Yeah.
But he should just have a spokesperson. This is what Menino has to say.
For the students. To help parents get to work on time tomorrow, the Boston Public Schools will open for 1 hour earlier for drop-off prior to the normal start of school.
Normal.
The MBTA will assist us.
The what?
MTTA?
Right.
The empty tea tray.
The empty tea tray should be filled with new batches of tea. Tea is a big part of Boston. I love him.
You love when he just emphasizes one word out of nowhere.
It's so great. The pride we feel here in the Northeast.
What's those words that he locks onto? Clear in that line. It's very clear.
It's not clear. Not clear.
He said the exact opposite thing that he meant.
Yes.
It's very clear, not at all clear.
Normal start of school. The MBTA will assist us, as they did today, in offering free rides to any student.
Oh, God, he is a stuttering, muttering
almost said
prick.
to any students.
Yeah.
Free rides to any
students.
No, sir.
The MBTA
made the announcement that instead of schools being open an hour early, he said schools will be open for an hour.
For an hour.
Open for an hour.
And I think Mayor Menino is upset at the protesters here in this next clip. I think that's what he's getting at here.
I want to thank the parents. This is extremely frustrating for them. I don't blame them for being angry. I'm extremely angry.
Uh-oh.
Our young people should not be hurt because of selfish people who only want...
What happened? What happened?
Oh, no.
What happened?
Oh, no.
What happened?
His coffee is all over the floor.
What'd you do?
Do you have any towels in here and napkins?
I got a little bit of...
No, we need get a cleanup crew in here.
What happened?
How careless.
I just moved to the left in my coffee. It didn't get on any equipment. It's on the floor.
I like how it spilled all over your gum, though, too.
Yeah, my gum. I lost 2 packs of gum.
His gum went on the floor, his coffee went up, and he just went, fuck!
Sorry.
Did it splash all over your shoes?
I saw it tipped over, and it fell onto the counter, and then I watched it happen. Can I have those, madam? Thank you.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, that's too good.
Oh, yeah, this is not good. This is.
I think that is...
She gives me 2 napkins. It's like the Kennedy assassination. She brings me a tissue. Thank you.
Shit.
Dude, it tipped over. It laid on the table for a nanosecond, and I just went, oh, that's going over.
And you know.
It hit the floor. Oh.
Did you try to catch it?
Of course I did. No, I didn't. I tried to film it. Of course I tried to catch it.
There's this moment of hope that the top's not going to come off and everything's going to be fine.
Nah, I knew it, dude.
Yeah.
The top kind of came off as it was coming over, and there was just no way.
Oh, fuck, that's funny.
That's really funny.
Thank you. And can I have another coffee?
Anyway, so he's upset at the protesters as Jimmy cleans coffee from everything.
I want to thank the parents. This is extremely frustrating for them.
Okay.
I don't blame them for being angry.
Okay.
I'm extremely angry.
Oh, shit.
Our young people should not be hurt because of selfish people who only want to cause disruption in our city.
Cause disruption.
Our parents are stronger. Our school community is stronger than this union may think. We'll continue to make sure all safety standards are met. Is it interesting? 82% of our students were in class today.
A2.
What?
He said an interesting 82%.
Oh, okay.
A2%.
No, an interesting 82%.
A2.
Yes. What? Let me hear that again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are met. Is it interesting? 82% of our students were in class today. And tomorrow, school will be open once again. This union cannot stop our schools from educating our young people. And the only thing in jeopardy here is their own livelihood.
They'll own livelihood.
They're going to own livelihood.
They'll own livelihood.
I know somebody should be in school today. Oh. Maybe Menino should take a class or two.
Speech therapy.
Yeah.
You know what was the worst part is after it spilled?
Yeah.
This twat went, how careless.
Sam started laughing immediately.
That made me laugh. How careless.
How careless.
Ant had his fingers in his mouth like, oh, I want to laugh, but I don't know if
oh, he's mad.
But I was like, nope.
You just start laughing immediately.
Well, was careless.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
So there you go. Mayor Menino. Still doing great up there.
For an interesting 82%.
Officers.
Yeah. Our young children should not be kept from learning because of a greedy union. Yeah, Boston, 2%.
Careful, careless.
As Jimmy Norton wastes his coffee,
He poured it on the floor spilled.
went on the floor.
My favorite part was listening to him not know where the sentence ends.
Yeah.
So he'd stop and then 2 more words, stop. 2 more words, stop.
Yeah, he just does like these 2 words at a clip.
For our students.
Yeah.
And the unions. In the schools.
All right, we got Rich Vos outside the studio.
Oh, my
And we got some
goodness.
Jocktober to do after the break.
Oh, yeah.
I miss Vos.
Psyched.
Yeah, he hasn't been on in a while.
No, I'm just doing a segment called Things No One's Ever Said.
Okay, can I play? I love his hat.
Oh, where is it? Oh, his hat is not. It's to prevent the stupidity leaks.
I love that. It's like one of those hats they wear on that Newsies show. You ever seen Newsies?
No, but
it's a Newsies hat.
Yeah, Newsies.
Get your papers.
Although with him it would be Snoozies.
Juicies.
Juicies. Extra. Teeth in my mouth.
Yeah, extra. We're mocking your hat. Yeah. We don't like your hat.
He's been wearing that hat forever, or some form of it.
We don't like it. We don't like your hat.
Yeah.
Do you like my
Forgot the
Breaking Bad
part.
jacket?
Is that I don't know about
Got a Heisenberg jacket
It's a Heisenberg jacket.
Why do you have a Breaking Bad jacket?
Hello?
Why do you have a horrible Gap shirt? It's a coat. You fucking
no,
idiot. Why do I have it? To keep me warm.
That
I
was
don't
just
know.
stupid.
Why do you wear underwear? To stop piss from going on your pants.
So we're going to do this today? All right.
No.
We'll have fun. Trust me, I have no problem doing this. Let's go.
I'm not doing anything.
You have a stupid Breaking Bad jacket on. Why do you have
The
it?
company sent it to me for free.
All right, there's the answer.
But it's not a dumb. You're making why do I have?
It's kind of a dumb jacket. It looks stupid, but
okay, let's take a vote.
But you're proud that you got it.
I would say it's not that the jacket's dumb. It's just what's between the hat and the jacket that's dumb.
what you would say as you clean up your coffee?
Yes, I made a mistake and I'm fixing it.
So did your parents when they dropped out loading each other.
Fuck each other.
I understood what you meant when you said my parents. You have to explain how it happened.
What's with the lining?
Yeah, why do you have that?
I'm not a tailor.
Oh, it looks like a blue.
Why do they give that to
The
you?
blue.
The meth.
The meth.
Yeah, the meth.
It's a good jacket for a guy in recovery to wear.
And it's yeah.
But why do you have it? Like, why do they send it to you?
Because they heard us talking about Breaking Bad on our podcast.
We talk about
We've interviewed
Breaking Bad.
every one of those guys.
We interviewed half of them.
We've interviewed the whole cast.
But we get a lot of listeners. So it's just
Jesus. Wow,
we were doing the auto benefit, and some guy was wearing this. And I said, I'd like one of those. And I go, of course, I said, I'll plug it on our podcast in O&A, but I forgot who the company was now to plug it here. But we plugged it on our podcast. And he sent me a couple jackets. He sent me two.
I bet it has nothing to do with the actual show. Like some guy probably decided he's just going to pump out some fucking...
Yeah, but I don't think
it's some illegal merch, I'm thinking.
I think it's illegal. I think it's
illegal. You're wearing bootleg...
First of all, you don't talk to me like I'm fucking DeRosa, okay? Let me tell you something, you fucking 1 hour free radio douchebag. Okay?
Shit.
I'm not DeRosa, okay? I have a lot of shit going on, all right? I have posture and I have self-esteem. Wow. So you talk to me with respect. These clowns
can you say posture again?
Posture.
Okay.
There you go. These clowns can semi-talk to me with disrespect.
Semi?
With your horrible new haircut, okay?
My hair, I haven't got a haircut in 5 years.
Well, then it's a mess, okay? It's really, you're so hard to look at.
Are you wearing illegal merch?
I think that is.
Do you think? I don't think it could be.
What does the tag say inside? It says Heisenberg. Is there like a production company thing there or something on there?
Yeah, it's ICM.
You know?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Looking good, Rich. All right.
Oh, God, he's got it.
You and Geraldo should hang out together.
Planet of the Apes.
Yes. Jesus, he's showing us his abs.
Jesus.
He lifted his whole shirt up above his nipples.
He
Boss
did.
has good abs.
208 to 230, the Heisenberg limited edition.
What are you doing with this lotto thing, gambler?
Competitive.
What are you doing with that?
Uh-oh.
I'm trying to leave my wife.
Oh,
good luck to you.
Oh, no.
Gambling again.
He's got a
Rich,
he's
that's
got
kind of gambling.
Lottery tickets here and there.
Yeah, really? I had a couple drinks once in a while. I smoked a couple cigarettes.
Oh, man.
You got caught by taking your jacket off.
Oh,
You
what are you doing?
That's how Greg got caught with those cigarettes
Right.
from the Brady Bunch episode. And it turns out that they weren't his cigarettes. But I think that's your bet slip
no,
right
it's
there.
not. It's for my wife.
You
She told me
can't
when I
bet
go into
for your
New York.
wife.
You're playing the
You're
numbers.
playing.
Do you know I know a comic?
That leads to craps eventually.
Oh, man.
And that was your downfall.
I was in what casino over the weekend? Oh, Revel last week, and I didn't play craps longer than an hour. No, I don't.
Roll them bones.
When I was at MGM Grand for a week, I didn't play at all.
Are you? But that means you've been playing somewhere because you're telling us the times you didn't play.
Yeah.
I'm reading between the lines here. Are you
no.
dabbling a little bit?
No.
Yes,
no.
yes,
I
yes.
haven't
right?
bet on sports.
Jimmy knows.
Doesn't matter. I haven't drank whiskey. I haven't drank wine. It's not like food or sex. You can be abstinent from gambling. You were doing great. What are you doing?
You're dabbling a little bit.
And I'm still doing great.
But you know that.
I don't bet
that.
on sports.
You up or down?
I know the difference. I know.
Oh my God,
I
you're
know.
dabbling. What are you doing? Don't do this for
You up?
real.
You up?
Justifying
You up,
it.
Rich?
You know.
You up?
Huh? Look how wide awake I am. I'm
No,
great.
I mean,
oh, and
you're
gambling?
betting, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm up. Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing
No,
good.
no.
How long
Jimmy.
you been doing that? How long you been doing
This is a real moment. Jimmy's not happy.
No, I'm worried about it. I don't want to see
Of
Rich do
course.
that shit. He's
Gambling was your downfall. You lost everything.
Boss is doing really good with that.
Right?
I don't bet on sport. I don't gamble. I really.
How long have you been dabbling?
You're
Dabbling?
dabbling.
Yeah, don't just. How long? Come on, you know the difference.
I don't know, a couple months or a year or two.
Really?
Oh.
No, just a little
Couple
bit of
year or
risk.
two, all right.
No, I don't gamble in casinos. Like, let me give you an example.
All right.
I know I'm wrong. I know the difference between.
You're justifying.
I know I'm justifying.
All right.
But I'll give you an
Jimmy
example.
knows this game.
No,
You're not
so
going
do I.
you're not going to get this past
Okay,
him.
then don't
I'm
do
not
it to me.
kidding myself. I know the deal.
Are you dabbling and how much?
Yes. I was at the MGM for a week.
Right.
Monday night I was there, right? I played craps. I won $400, and I quit for the week, and I used that for my golf money.
Wow.
So you know what I mean? So I know I'm playing on the tracks, okay? I haven't bet on sports in 8 years, at all. That's why I don't even watch it. I don't care, because if you don't have money on it, why watch it?
That's what Jimmy's saying, like whiskey, wine,
No,
beer.
I know. I'm not kidding. I know
Doesn't
the
matter.
whole addiction thing. I know I'm wrong, and I know either I stop or I end up being a fucking mess.
But you're dabbling, and just listening to you explain it and talk about it, you're saying it in a way that I say things when I'm protecting them.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, man, like, I know how, it's not like you're lying, but you're saying things like, well, I'm only, like, and you don't think I've convinced myself that I'm fucking, the reason I get hookers is because it's so much cheaper than knocking somebody up? Which is, I mean, technically I'm right. Yes. I know that I probably saved money over the long run instead of impregnating 2 or 3 people. However, I know I'm justifying it.
I want to give you a compliment. But the fact that you lost weight, you now have a chin. That
Thank
you
you.
lost all the other crap around you.
Thank you.
That you have a profile now.
Yes, I do.
And I like that.
Although my most recent photo, I've been obsessing how my neck doesn't look good.
What?
Just your neck?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Were they feeding you worms in your picture?
Oh.
No, I was a picture that I took recently, and I
liked the line. I'm just like,
someone throwing bread at you.
Yeah, it was you because you thought I was a casino.
Oh,
get it? Throwing bread.
Bread.
A 70s comeback.
Yes, of course.
See, look at my neck in this picture, man. It's weird. It's just because I'm at a really weird angle.
No.
Someone should fix it with a knife.
You're standing next to the undead. You look fucking beautiful.
My neck looks weird.
He wanted to show me they had a picture with Paul McCartney.
Everyone knows it.
Of
Actually, my neck is bizarre. I look retarded.
You had Paul McCartney in studio?
Oh,
no, we're not a
boy.
show.
Boy, we couldn't possibly.
We didn't get him.
Then how the fuck you get a picture with him?
He was outside.
He's Jimmy Norton.
He was walking around the joint.
If he's within
Did he
a
know who
fucking
you were?
blast radius of a hydrogen bomb of this building, he'll get a picture.
You knew who you were?
Yeah, the guy getting a picture with him.
Yeah, exactly.
I liked it. That was funny.
I haven't been here in months. It's kind of refreshing.
Since you started dabbling.
Yeah, that's
been
exactly
since I've been here.
He knew he'd have to confess. Rich knew that if he comes here, it's going to come out because he's too honest to not say it.
I am a quite honest person.
Yeah,
that's what
you
Bonnie
are.
says. I'm too
How's
honest.
she feel about you dabbling? It's a real thing, Richard.
Yeah. No, I don't gamble.
It's gambling.
No, it's just a social thing now. I was an addict.
You are an addict.
Addict.
Yes.
Addict.
You know, you weren't the top of the house.
You work the fucking button.
You're an addict. And you aren't dabbling with gambling.
Hold on.
Oh, no.
Of course the phones don't work when I need them. They shut off before, but I definitely need to get this call. How do I do this? Can you pick it up somewhere else?
And Frank was staying in me.
Where's Mars? The phones don't work, and we definitely have to take this call.
We're trying to get the phone, but there's, of course, a problem. So.
Whoa, Eroc's hustling in here.
Ran in.
There goes his exercise for a month.
Mars, help me out. We got to take this phone call.
Mars is in here.
All right, let's try this.
Hello. I miss Eroc.
Yeah, it worked.
Eroc did it.
All right, hello.
Eroc. Colin Quinn, everyone.
Oh.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Carl.
That's Colin.
Were you at the Paper Mill Playhouse tonight? Huh? Were you stretching and doing your fucking one-man show that's superb? That's so good.
How was that a slam?
By the way, Vos wasn't sure until the last moment if he was going to say that's terrible. And he threw in superb to try to take the high road.
He decided to take the high road.
Because here's...
Boss, it's really... I appreciate anyone who wants to make that positive turnaround. It's really like 8 years too late for you to even start trying. Just on an age level, I'm saying. Don't fall. Not a career level, but age-wise. Forget it.
Yeah. What are you doing now? Pounding the pavement this early? What are you doing?
I was calling because actually I was so infuriated because I saw one of Norton's tweets, you know. Sometimes I'll read Norton's tweets because I have a full, vigorous life. And so I'll back up and read all the tweets.
Which tweet bothered you?
So
Norton talking.
I don't even know if I can get it out. He goes, met Paul McCartney, Paul McCartney, for those that don't know, is one of the original fucking Beatles.
Yes.
It says, couldn't have been nicer.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, a fucking soccer mom comment. First of all, just the idea that Norton somehow in his head thinks, hey, guys, I'm signing off on Paul McCartney. He doesn't give a fuck.
No, here's what happened. Hold on. No. All right,
I'm not done with the tweet.
All right.
New, which I guess is some awful Paul McCartney album that's dropping on the 15th, drops October 15th.
Yes.
And the other thing Paul McCartney, who's part of a massive fucking machine, doesn't need is your goddamn promo for him.
Yes, but
somehow you thinking, hey, it was quid pro quo.
No.
And I fucking promoted his album.
Oh, shit. Hold on a second now.
Are you biting your knuckle?
No, I understand. No, Colin's not impressed with the Beatles. I mean, they were a generation after him. No, but here's the problem. Here's why I did that. I said he was a nice guy because he actually stopped it.
He couldn't have been nice.
Yeah, I did say it like that, but there's only X amount of characters you can work in, and I was hoping for a retweet.
Oh, God.
I figured if I plugged the record, maybe they would retweet.
And Paul McCartney was saying how great Grown Ups 2 was and how your scene where you were doing the Dairy Queen, that scene where the Dairy Queen came out of your ass, how clever it was. You stink. You're the fucking worst. You'll take anything.
Oh.
You're scrambling. You're calling up to go after my pal's tweets. Shut up.
That's right.
Shut up and just have fun in Bridgeport tonight, okay?
Is that why at the Grown Ups 2 rap party, you came panicked over to my table because you had nobody you knew there?
and the same thing. And your table was just me.
Jesus.
Poor kid scrambling over, so happy. I never saw you so wide-eyed in my life as you walking downstairs.
You know what?
Grown Ups 2 party.
McCartney.
You're out of your element in showbiz. Just admit it.
McCartney couldn't have been nicer, but Colin Quinn could have been.
Oh, man.
Colin Quinn could have been. It's like that scene in Mr. Saturday Night. You could have been nicer.
If Paul McCartney invited you to go somewhere, Jimmy, wouldn't he have been nicer?
I meant in
so
the
you
context.
said he couldn't have been nicer, but he could have been.
Not in the context of our interaction. Now, if McCartney had jerked me off. Well, yeah, but you only have a certain amount of fucking of characters, so you're trying to say something nice. You're trying to tweet something that's pleasant, so you don't get yelled at by the company for fucking running in and jumping in a photo that you probably shouldn't have been taking.
Oh.
And you're hoping for a retweet like a whore, but you know you can't say please retweet. So you do that, and you know that's what you do.
Yeah.
It's McCartney. What was I going to say?
Oh, that's true.
Was I going to try to be cool about it? I met McCartney. He was fucking cool.
Yeah.
That'd be all right.
Chip, yeah, exactly. You should have met him as Chip. You should have had a picture.
Yeah.
Chip would know what to say.
Oh, God.
No, I've done a few Chip pictures, but I didn't have the balls to do it with McCartney.
Oh, man.
Chip would have known what to say intuitively.
I did say something to him.
What'd you say?
I was like, hey, fucking, what's up with the Beatles?
Oh, God. Damn it.
Fucking Michelle Bachman is hot.
Hey, Carl.
Yeah.
Rich has also admitted that he's dabbling in the gambling.
That's what we
again.
thought you were calling about because you cared about your friend.
Yeah, we thought you heard that.
Terrible
I was
person.
going to do jury duty for Opie.
Yeah. He's dabbling again.
He is, huh? Boss, what are you doing?
Dabbling.
Shooting some craps.
We're not happy
just
about
a little.
it.
I played the lotto a couple times.
No, tell him what else you did. Don't lie.
And I played craps twice in about 7 years.
When did you play craps?
Last summer at MGM Graham for one night.
MGM Graham?
MGM Graham.
He said Graham. You heard it twice.
Graham.
He said it twice
MGM
now.
Graham. MGM Graham. He'll be buying Coke soon.
Yeah.
And you also, not twice in 7 years, twice since last summer.
No. Yeah, that was in 7 years.
Okay, but that's easy to say. It's like if I drank yesterday and I said I drank once in 26 years. It was yesterday.
Yeah.
Just a way to
Good point.
Trick yourself a little bit. I think he's done it more than
I'm worried
twice,
about Vos.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm saying. And I have a complete dedication and hold on sobriety. I quit smoking about 10 years now.
Cool.
Okay, red meat 22 years.
Sure.
Okay, so once in a blue moon, I played craps when I worked in a casino. Here's the thing in life. I completely stopped everything.
Sure.
You have hookers. All right.
But I'm not judging you morally. We're talking about what you see. That's let me explain what the justification of the act. First of all, when you're arrested for rape, you can't get off by pointing out all the girls you didn't rape. You don't. You don't. Hold on.
He's talking out of experience.
You don't list all the shit that you've quit because none of that is relevant to your gambling. Like, I understand. Yes, you're right. I'm still active in my sex addiction. I still watch way too much porn. Absolutely. But we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about I'm not judging you and saying I'm better than you. I'm saying why I understand how fucked up that is.
And not only that, but how often is she going to get a casino gig? It's really not a problem. If it's only casinos, you'll probably maybe once the rest of your lifetime.
and also, lottery tickets fell out of his jacket because we wanted to see his jacket.
Oh, my God.
Yes. It was awful.
It was a lottery slip.
He's wearing
a slip, exactly.
He's wearing illegal merchandise today from Breaking Bad. It's a Breaking Bad jacket.
A knockoff.
It's a knockoff, and he was bragging about it, and then he took the jacket off, and then we saw all the lottery tickets on the inside pocket.
Breaking Bad. It was from Breaking 2.
Right.
First of all, it's not illegal.
Sure it is.
No, it isn't. How do you know? You go to the website. How do you even know it's illegal?
Sure.
No one's going to.
I'm just making a dumb joke. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, exactly. Take it easy, fucking.
Right. Who cares?
Go to the website, guys.
Right. I think it's a knockoff, but who cares?
Yeah.
So why don't you go back to the 12-step stuff for fucking gambling? What are you doing?
You're right.
Of course, it's a knockoff stuff.
You're absolutely right.
Oh, man.
And sometimes you need friends like this to point things out so you can head down the right path.
I don't want to see Vos gambling.
This is
I don't know
almost
if you
like...
ever need friends like this, but yeah.
This is
Wait, no. Who needs enemies, right, Carl?
This was like an early morning intervention, and I want to thank all you guys.
Right.
That's it.
I'm not going to cry. I'm just going to do the right thing. Watch this.
You've never cried in your life. You have no emotion.
Shit.
Here he goes. Yesterday's lottery ticket. He's ripping it up.
He's ripping up the ticket that you go in and buy the lottery tickets with.
And if there's any god, it's a winner.
You can't win on the fucking slip.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
If Vos can't cry because all his last tears dried up, he used them all up at side splitters in Tampa.
Tampa.
After his 10th time there.
Tampa.
I'm there in February. My wife is calling me now.
Oh, good. Well, put her on speaker.
Hold
Do you know how to do that?
Sorry,
Hold on.
All right, hold on. We're going to put her on speaker.
Hello, can you hear me?
Can't cry.
You're on speaker. Hold on. With Colin's on the phone, and Norton's here, and Opie and Anthony. And
Hi, guys.
Hi, Bonnie.
Hey.
Who was laughing in the background?
Oh, shit.
That was me laughing. That's just because you've never heard my laugh before.
Oh, did she fucking... Wow.
What are you calling for? What's up?
Oh.
That Homeland is still downloading.
Uh-oh.
But the two episodes from last night?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm doing probably the third biggest radio station in New York, and you're going to call me to tell me that Homeland is still downloading.
Homeland stinks.
Homeland stinks?
Stinks.
Yeah,
Do you watch the Americans?
No, I've not seen that.
Fucking great.
Great, but Homeland stinks.
Well, we're on the second season. What's that? Norton said Homeland.
Oh, you know what? They lost me in this. I like the first season. Season 2 lost me. It's typical Showtime. So you tell me what you think by the end of season 2.
Well, and if Norton sticks his eyes out when he says it stinks, it really stinks.
I have good taste in TV shows.
Okay, when he overacts on something that stinks, you know it stinks.
All right, look, I have bad taste in Friends, but I do have good taste in
all right. his
Stop thinking.
Oh, really? All right. Well, listen. Thank you for calling in. Anything you'd like to plug?
I'll have my Dukes and Roxy tonight.
Dukes and Roxy in New Jersey, the one-nighter, the big fundraiser.
One-nighter.
You're doing
the fundraiser for I don't know what.
Wow.
All right. Great.
Cool. Hopefully it's a fundraiser for women whose husbands are terminally ill.
That's what you're hoping.
Yes.
Wow. All right. Well, that was terrific.
Well, she did get a great one in.
Boy.
Wow, what a slam that was.
Yep.
Oh, fuck.
We took a major test yesterday with Dr. Steve, the Myers-Briggs test, which we'll play on our podcast next week.
Who's Myers-Briggs?
The people that invented the test.
Right, but who are they?
What kind of test is it?
It's
some stupid pharmaceutical company that invented
hold on, I didn't know he was still on.
Look at him trying to put his headphones on because he's eating eggs.
It's to see if you're compatible, what kind of people you are.
And why are you promoting the big podcast? You're saying it's a really good one. From,
this week
from L.A. or something.
We did,
I read your tweets.
Over the weekend, we were at the...
You're really proud of it because you keep pushing it.
Yeah, it's really good. We were at the L.A. Podcast Festival over the weekend. All the big...
L.A. Podcast Festival.
All the big podcasts were there. Mark Maron was there.
L.A. to fucking come up with some shitty thing like that.
It was so much fun because it's great. First of all, the audience was great, and it prepares you in case you have to do a Star Trek convention.
Shut up?
A Star Trek convention. Star Trek.
Star Trek.
I remember in elementary school, like kids would say it like that, but you gave them a pass because they were fucking.
Because it was still a new show.
It was third grade. They're fucking drooling.
Right.
And you had low self-esteem because your dad raped you in the shower.
He didn't rape me in the shower.
Exactly. He stood there and Anthony sucked it.
Yelled. Shit.
All right, so the podcast is great.
So we did it live, and we had two counselors come on, Andy Kindler and Jake Johansson.
And it was a good show. So go listen to that on Riotcast or whatever. Right?
iTunes or Riotcast.
iTunes, Rich Voss. My wife hates me. All right, hey, Colin, you got any plugs today? I read your Twitter that they hung up on you yesterday without, you being able to get a plug in.
Yeah, I think accidentally they must have disconnected from me.
Yeah, right.
They didn't like my critique of the interview skills.
No.
Yeah, we didn't care for that one bit.
I hate that he's paying such close attention.
I know.
He got us all nervous now, Colin.
Insulting.
Right, he's just paying attention
You guys
to everything.
are nervous anyway when you interview these people.
I'm never nervous.
Changed completely because like,
James Lipton, yeah, that's what we're gunning for.
However, we did ask James Lipton a question that he had never been asked in an interview before.
Yep.
And he said that. And if we had anyone properly handling our video, we would have gotten the credit for that instead of everyone else getting the credit for it.
What was the question?
You guys answer, first of all, who gives a shit? Let's say that first.
Well, it's a very important issue. You may not care, but there are a lot of people who do care.
What about him being married to Peggy Lipton?
Wow.
Holy shit. That just fucking a screeching halt.
That hurt.
To everything.
That was a fucking chip special.
Oh.
Yeah, but the problem was that Peggy Lipton, I mean, it was a very fast-thinking reference. But it's just, no one wants to hear about a 1974 act. It made us all sad.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Yes, I am, dummy. That's what I do for a living.
Professional kidder.
Yeah, exactly. Are you tickling my funny bone?
What did you guys ask James Lipton? He's never been answered before.
Oh, now all of a sudden somebody
now
wants
you
to know.
care, huh?
How about this?
How about a human interest in these things?
How about you go look it up yourself?
Exactly. How about you fucking mind your beeswax?
It looks like someone cares now.
Yeah, someone changed their fucking tune.
Yes. Look it up in your Funkin' Wagnalls.
Might want to go to Wikipedia, sir.
God.
The man that doesn't give a care that seems to care a little bit right now. Colin, you're coming back because we got to bring in Laverne and Shirley again. We're doing it.
Yeah, definitely.
You're coming back for that or what?
Want to have Colin for that one.
And also, I got an update on Scorch. Scorch is coming back.
Oh, my God.
I know. I saw the...
From F Troop?
Did you watch the...
Rockabilly Noir sent me the thing last night.
Did you hear, boss? Scorch has come back and goes, from F Troop.
He doesn't even
Meaning
know.
Larry Storch.
Oh, my God.
God, Rich.
We want you to put out a coffee table book of all the words you've gotten wrong on this show. And it would be a huge sell.
Jim could spill it.
Yeah, it'd be an encyclopedia. There's a lot of them. Dope.
Colin, you want to come in tomorrow so we could go over the Scorch video?
Oh, maybe.
It would be fun.
It would be fun to have you.
You can catch a plane from your place to here.
We got a lot of big guests on the show tomorrow. We got Big A and his dentist coming on the show tomorrow.
Wow.
That's a real booking, by the way.
Yeah, it's Lawrence Olivier from Marathon Man.
And we wonder why we can't get Paul McCartney.
Jesus Christ.
We wonder why. We got Big A and his dentist. He chose our show over everyone else's.
It's like having a war hero on, though.
That's true.
Poor bastard.
It's true.
It's like, yeah, Big A's dentist or some guy that stormed the beaches of Normandy.
Yeah, they're going to call up and go, there's a guy down here in a fucking astronaut suit.
Why would you admit to being Big A's dentist?
Yeah, well, is he fixing him up?
What else did he do? He was Kennedy's barber. Handles disasters.
Yes, of course.
Anyway, so we're gonna do the Scorch video tomorrow, but he's got a new gig, I think.
Yes. No, I saw it last night. They said it's Rockabilly North sent me the whole thing.
Oh, it's fucking, the promo is great.
Show, and yeah, it's like a show.
It's going to be radio on the TV.
He's got a new concept. He's putting radio and TV together, I guess.
What ads?
Radio on the TV.
Radio on the TV.
I call it live from the compound.
All right, Colin. We got to get back to Vos.
Bye, guys.
See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye, Colin.
Another terrific phone call from Colin Quinn.
That guy is...
he knows how to work the
He's
phone.
a national treasure.
He sure is.
He should be buried.
My top 3 favorite comics.
Shut up.
Yeah?
Interesting.
Who are the other 2?
You.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
He's lying.
No, not.
Wow, she's a...
Do you have a napkin there, Rich?
Yeah.
It's a little distracting. There you go.
On my face?
Yeah, your wife. You had egg on your face.
Did you get your new teeth?
No, I got a few here.
Oh, they look good.
Yeah, they do.
Wait, what do you mean you got new teeth, right? Let me see.
No, I got... Oh, here.
Those are fake?
They're caps.
Implant. Oh, you're not getting implants?
They're crowns. No, I'm not getting implants. I'm getting veneer over here.
You scared all of us.
They look really good.
And then I'm getting veneers on the front.
Doesn't that make your teeth feel thicker, though?
No, they're wafer thin.
They did. I put them on my cock.
No, it's amazing. I've seen people that have them. I've seen pictures. I've seen video.
They don't feel different?
Problem with veneers.
People like, what's
it helps
the problem?
veneer really well.
Oh, you couldn't even get it out.
I know.
The problem with veneers, it helps Ven get out things.
Sometimes the teeth will decay under the veneers.
No.
All right, then you fucking...
No, you got to be
implants
careful
after that. Whatever.
Yeah.
Under veneer, why? Because you can't brush
It's
them, right?
probably, if they're not fucking done right. I got a dentist that's really good. They're probably not adhered right. There's probably a porous thing, or they didn't seal it properly. I'm sure there's a problem that if that happens, someone fucked up.
But you probably can't brush properly either. How can you? I guess you could floss in between them, but you can't brush them.
Listen, it's powerful. It's sealed as well as they are, which they are, because that's what they do. They seal veneers. That's what they're known for. Of course. A seal is going to eventually loosen and leak.
All right, then you figure some shit out.
I'm just telling you, I've been through it all.
How long are they good for?
How many fucking years do I have left?
How long until fucking Anthony sneezes and teeth fall out like bundlefly?
We're going to break. It's not going to get better than that. Vos, what are you promoting? Because we got to take a break.
Oh, this weekend I'm in Harrisburg at 2nd Street Comedy Club in Harrisburg.
Nice.
2nd Street Comedy Club. Or it could be 2nd Avenue. I think it's 2nd Street Comedy Club.
His plugs are never
2nd
concise.
Street Comedy Club.
Harrisburg. You should write them down before you get in here. Because you get all confused.
October 25, 26, Rochester, the Comedy Club. November 1st, I'm with Dice at the Beacon, and then next weekend I'm doing the Stitches in Lancaster, October 18 and 19.
Right.
That is a workout of new material.
Okay, and quickly,
Stephen Becher has the plug. He says the second-rate comedy club. It's hilarious.
It's not funny because my stand-up is...
Everyone knows your stand-up's good. That's why it's funny, Rich.
No, but they can make fun of stupidity or something. But it's
all
ridiculous.
We know that when you hit the stage...
On a stage.
You're
not so much on the
fucking
radio,
amazing.
but on a stage, you're amazing.
I love watching Rich on stage. Fucking brilliant.
The Opie and Anthony podcast this week, getting a lot of positive feedback.
Oh.
We're doing the poop episode. What do we got on the poop episode? You got a poop story from me, Anthony, and Jim. Then you got one from Jim Brewer, and who else?
And then the one that a lot of people are talking about, I think it's part of Jim's story. Bob Kelly starts puking.
Right.
Yeah, it's a good one this week.
And then we got a nugget. What's the nugget this week?
I don't remember.
That doesn't matter. It'll be a surprise.
It's supposed to be a surprise.
So go to our Facebook page, Opie and Anthony. It's on iTunes. It's everywhere. Please subscribe to our podcast. It's doing very well.
I know. I look at your standings. You were like 20-something this week.
We're doing some numbers. We're doing some numbers.
But what your podcast is replays and stuff. And who narrates yours?
Well, we're supposed to, but we get lazy. Yeah, we'll narrate next week. We should narrate.
We were on like vacation, and then
we'll start narrating.
And then we had that.
Yeah, why pre-tape it?
And then the
we got on vacation.
I don't know. Kidding.
Anyway, so go get our podcast, please, and subscribe to our podcast.
When I heard it, I loved it.
What?
Your podcast.
Great.
It's a lot of stuff we just can't get to anymore, so it's a cool way of getting that material out there for people. So more with Rich Vos, and I think we're going to seg into some Jocktober next as well. Stay there.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Fuck 'em. 25 years ago, Rattle and Hum. You too. Fuck. I didn't do that right.
Oh,
Rich
man.
Vos in studio.
She said rattle and hum.
Rattle and Hum. What about Angel in Harlem? You like that one? No? God, man. Why?
It just doesn't move me.
Do you like you too?
You're all right. Exactly.
Yeah.
There were no Whitney Houston.
Huh?
Well, who was?
I didn't hear you.
There were no Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
What do you do with that? It's two different types of music.
Exactly. But they were in Whitney Houston. You know who's in Whitney Houston? Anna Nicole Smith.
Right.
I know tell.
Now, Rich, picked a day where we're doing Jocktober.
Yes.
This could be a problem for some of you guys.
It always is.
Have you run into some Jocktober shows yet?
Well, no, because I'm not allowed on.
Oh, really?
Right.
I think there's been places they don't put me on. I don't. Who cares? This is
exactly.
Look at whatevs.
My Wife Hates Me is a great podcast. I see Sam has it up on the screen. So if you haven't checked out Rich's podcast with his wife, you're crazy not to.
Why did you say My Wife Hates Me? Was Everyone Hates Me taken? Don't like you.
That wasn't bad. That was good. I knew it was going to be good when his eyes opened like that.
Yes.
By the way, our podcast, every once in a while, we feature an hour from our friends. I think next week we're doing Louis C.K. We've already done Bill Burr, and we're certainly going to get to you eventually.
Wait, Louis has a podcast?
No, just an hour of them on the show.
Okay, you know what? Why have
that.
an intelligent conversation with him?
First of all, don't
you don't listen.
I was listening.
You're the worst listener ever, I think.
What'd you say?
Is that the jacket? There's the jacket, too,
How
by
much?
the way. Sam, what do you got on his jacket that he's wearing?
Well, as a farewell gift, Vince Gilligan gave his cast and crew members this custom-made Heisenberg jacket. 500 pieces of this limited-run collector's jacket with blue sky lining are now available to the public.
Oh, see?
It's not a limited edition. It's a copy of the real thing, you piece of shit.
That's a copy of the ones that were given.
So it is a knockoff. So he gave out 500 to the crew,
cast and crew,
and now you could buy the jacket that he gave to the crew.
These were sold out April 30th.
Yeah.
When did you get that jacket?
April 29th.
But still, he gave them out to the crew, and then they copied them for sale.
So that's the anniversary of the Rodney King beating, by the way. Of the riot in L.A., April 29th.
Was it really?
Regular riot.
But this...
Yes, it's kind of like a knockoff.
Yeah. It can't be a knockoff without their permission. They have to... you know... I don't know if it's a knockoff.
I think it might be.
I think the guy...
Did you get it outside a Subway stop?
No, I think I got it from the lead character from Gillian himself.
What's his jackets?
What? Who'd you get it from?
Vince Gillian himself.
Oh.
Vince Gilliam.
Or Gillian or whatever.
Oh, Vince Gillian was at the benefit?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
No.
I know.
Don't play poker. Now that you're gambling again.
Oh, my God.
You have the worst poker face. But you have the worst poker face.
I don't do this when I get a good hand.
Because you've never had one. He loses a lot.
So what's up with you in Jocktober? So it affects you?
No, I don't know if it affects me. Sometimes I'll go into a market and they'll go radio pass. So I don't know.
Radio pass.
Past,
Yeah, I know what that means. That sucks.
Well, but I don't think, like the guys I like to do, you would never attack anyhow, because you like those guys too. You know what I mean?
Like who?
Like the sports junkies, or BJ Shea, or Shredding Reagan.
So far, so good.
Kid Chris,
Okay.
Toucher and Rich.
Yeah, Toucher. Certain guys, I can't remember all offhand. I mean, if you knew Tom Bernard, you would like Tom Bernard in Minneapolis.
I fucking hate him.
I don't know. He's good. You would like him. You know what I mean?
What shows do you do in Houston? Are we doing Houston today?
I don't get.
Oh,
I don't work
Houston.
I don't either. I didn't draw for shit there.
Okay, then you should have fun today.
It's Jocktober. A celebration of all things shitty in radio.
That's not very nice.
Fantastic failures of pontificating proportions.
That's so bad. Wow.
An interactive exploration of what makes radio rancid. Jocktober.
OMG.
Hosts, Holes,
President Steve,
and Stunt Boys. It's time for Jocktober.
I want to see the boat movie.
I love when Sam hands over the show. It's like
it's just a ritual.
It's nice.
Yeah.
And this music is so perfect for terrible music.
This is the type of bed they'd use when they're doing one of their wacky
a fun break
morning show bits
or games
or fucking phony phone calls
or whatevs.
I'm noticing a theme with Jocktober this year.
What's that?
That we're doing a lot of hit music stations.
So far, yeah, a lot of hit music stations.
Yeah. Do you think people are listening right now in Houston and going, uh-oh, where's the memo? Where's the checklist of what we got to do to protect our Facebook page?
We'll soon find out.
Bob Rivers.
General quarters.
Why is it a theme this year? A lot of hit music stations.
That's just the way it's happened.
I think because there's no real radio anymore. I think we're down to hit music shows and sports talk shows, and political. Obviously, that's about it. What's going on out there?
Yeah, I mean, there's less and less variety. There's really not that many different kinds of.
I've looked at the track listing. One of the bits that infuriates the fuck out of us is on here.
Can't be the future.
No, it's not. It's not. It's another staple.
I know which one it is.
You do?
I have to. Wait. I think I know.
You want to guess?
Yeah. Let me.
25-gallon.
No. Oh. Where's the pen?
Oh,
I need
here.
a pen.
See, we were talking about this.
Yeah. Where's the pen? Take the pen. All right.
I feel like playing Max game.
That's exactly what he's doing.
Oh, I saw it.
Oh.
No, I didn't. Let me see.
Okay. Shut up. Is this it?
Yes! or a version of it.
Yeah.
No?
It's that.
It's the exact...
These fuckers.
So annoying.
They stole your bit?
I saw it. I see it upside down.
No.
Yeah, I know.
No.
Yeah, it's that.
It's not that they're stealing our bits.
No, they're just.
It's just the same shit.
It's the hacky shit.
One thieving hack bit after another on this fucking.
They suck.
One show does a bit that I can't even say works. It sort of works, and then everyone else fucking takes it.
They have zero integrity as performers.
Don't they care?
No, zero
don't give a
integrity.
fuck.
They're not artists. They don't give a fuck. They're just shit, check collecting, fucking marching line zilches, and they wonder why they go nowhere. You deserve the beatings you get.
Yep.
Today's Jocktober, 104.1 KRBE, Houston's #1 hit music station.
That's right.
There it is.
We're looking at I don't even know how to say this one broad's name or guy's name. Broad, I guess. Rula?
The Rula and Ryan Show.
Rula and Ryan.
Rula and Ryan in the morning.
The whole. What does she measure stuff?
I was going to say, does she lead a nation?
What do we got on their website?
With the pink ribbon.
Give us a little breakdown of what this show's all about.
Yeah,
there,
Sam.
I know it's going to be the same shit, but
of course it is.
No.
Who are the players?
That's a big morning show crew they got there.
Yeah, there's Rula and Ryan.
Right.
And then, they're...
What does Rula look like?
Cavalcade of characters.
Rula's fat.
Rula Lenski.
Rula's a big fat woman. Great big fat person.
Let's take a look at Rula.
If you pulled the back of her fucking dress open, run your hand down her back, you'd be compelled to go, oh, yes. Yeah, good.
There's Rula.
Yes, he met her when she was helping him load a couch.
She's a
she's a flatso.
I was going to say she is a flatso.
She's a sturdy girl.
Sturdy.
Worse than being a fat girl with no tits.
Flatso.
A flatso is the worst term for a woman in history.
Terrible.
A flatso.
You can't even enjoy big tits with the rest of that body. There's the guts there, the fat ass, and then little titties.
A flatso.
Because the big tits will keep you in the game.
That'll keep you in the game.
You know, you're already acknowledging you're with a fat girl, but you get the big.
What the fuck? What is that?
What happened
titties.
quick?
What happened,
What is
Sam
that?
Roberts?
Those flat things.
There's all these terrible photos on their Facebook
They're
page.
all racist. This is a racist show.
That was very fast.
This is right on their Facebook
There's that
page.
one again. There's that one again. Oh, that's horrible.
Rich, the weird thing is we don't give out the Facebook pages, so we don't know how this happened.
Oh, God. There's
a naked man in clown makeup with a T-shirt on that says meat.
Meat. Oh, Jesus.
Any
That's racist.
Danny Falcone pictures yet?
The guy's shitting. You don't like that? Oh,
There's a parrot perched on a man's erection.
Jesus.
Oh, God damn, that's funny.
Wow.
You people are, elephantitis.
Jesus Christ.
Dennis Falcone thinks you're...
It's Dennis Falcon.
Yeah.
Falcon,
it's
right.
a picture of
right.
Dennis Falcone's head on a falcon's body.
So they dropped the E in his last name.
Yeah.
All right, the players, Sam. We'll go back there in a minute.
Yeah.
Right.
So you got Rula.
Rula, who's, she's Greek.
Of course, Rula.
Okay.
Rula. Comes from a big
She's
family.
Greek? Is that her sexual preference? Greek. Sex.
I get it. It's cute.
Yeah.
Lived in Texas for a long time.
Boring shit.
Who were some of their comedy guests? Do they have guests? Like
Don't worry about that. Don't listen to Rich's questions. It's just going to...
Not great stuff?
No, it's going to delay our
what's
Jocktober.
that? Is that Rula?
Rula with some of that Kelly Rowland.
That's
All
Rula?
right.
Is that Rula?
Yeah, that's Rula right there.
Oh, the fat one?
Oh.
Rula.
Who's the chick she's with?
She was on.
Rula certainly doesn't Rula.
Rula's got a pretty face.
She does.
She should lose the weight.
I'm not going to attack somebody's weight or their content.
Oh, shut up.
Their content.
Shut up! Trying to take the high road. Fucking spit on you.
Go after people, hon. It's she might be dealing with whatever she's dealing with.
Whatever. We won't even remember her by tomorrow. Who's Ryan?
Ryan, as far as his radio thing goes, I've been at it a while, says Ryan.
Whoa.
Radio thing. Just the radio thing.
Yeah.
He started at a Lufkin station while attending Stephen F. State University. And he made the leap to KHMX.
The leap.
Before jumping
Not much
over
of a
to
leap.
KRBE.
Yeah.
He spent a couple years in NYC as the assistant program director at Z100.
What?
Whoa.
Z100.
That's a big fucking station.
Assistant. He was assistant to the assistant manager.
And then he got back on the air at WXRK. K-Rock.
K-Rock.
He's a K-Rock alumni.
Ryan was at K-Rock?
Was he there when we were there?
What was his name there?
Yeah.
You could tell he doesn't have a funny fucking bone. Look at him. You could tell he doesn't laugh.
Yeah.
Everything's just...
No, we're going to find out, Rich.
Hates Rula.
I want to hear one of these bits. I'm sure they're funny.
No, right.
But like on the website, right?
Yeah.
It has the Facebook thing next to it, the widget.
Sure.
And it says people who like the station. And already the photos of in the preview. There's one of Dennis Falcone.
Of course.
Yeah. And the name is Greg Schinkel.
Greg Schinkel.
It's Greg Schinkel.
Yeah. There's one of a man holding a piece of shit. And the name is Jocktober.
Go, let me see some of these pictures.
See?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, my God. That's really unnecessary. Should be showing that.
So you guys ready to hear some bits?
Yeah, put that on. Fucking.
Our first track, guys. Rula and Ryan from Houston's #1 hit music station, KRBE. They talk about guys and girls arguing over the...
Guys and the wet spot?
Arguing over...
Guys and girls, they argue about this all the time. All the time. So it's very, very topical for their radio show.
Who's going to take out the garbage?
Oh.
Who dribbled black semen onto the bed?
Who watches the kid?
The answer would be the remote.
All right.
Oh,
the garage.
God. This is why we do Jocktober, right here.
What to watch on TV is a big one. And this DVR nation of a world that we are, there's the DVR cheat argument now. You already saw that? Don't cheat on me. I want to see
Don't you think
that too.
part of that, though, is because, and I'll admit this, guys, we do not want to relinquish control of the remote.
Whoa.
Like if it's alone time, you got the kids in bed, got some time to just chill together on the couch. The guy's always going to want to have the remote in his hand.
Yeah, we're just used to it. It's just,
it's like, that's funny.
It's like her lightsaber.
It really is.
Lightsaber.
She goes, that's funny.
Is it funny, though? And the voice of Terry. That is Terry.
There's a photo of Terry Clifford and Eric Nagel
in bed together. I don't know how that was taken.
Did that really happen, Eric?
Terry
Not that I remember.
Terry Clifford. She gets a beating every year.
Terry Clifford.
Poor Terry Clifford.
And then when I go to Rochester, I got to listen to
Brother Weasel.
He picks me. He goes, she's so nice. I'm like, look, I don't know what to tell you. I can tell the people you have nothing to do with it.
It's a boat movie. All right.
So what do you
we got?
So guys and gals fighting over the remote.
Yeah, that happens.
And then,
God.
And then she thought it was funny that he just mentioned it.
Like, that's funny.
Yeah, she goes, that's funny.
But it's not.
Because guys and girls really do argue over the remote. It's like, hey, I want to watch what I want to watch.
Normal couples don't give a fuck. Here's the remote, whatever.
Exactly.
It's not a thing.
Exactly.
It's
Here's
not
the
an
remote.
actual thing.
I'm going to go jerk off into your shoes.
Those guys want to watch the big game, and the girls want to get over to the Lifetime channel. Oh, boy.
But most people have more than one TV. What are you talking
and more than
about?
One remote, and
you just go in another room if there's a conflict.
We need to find some common ground so we could share.
A picture of Anthony on Red Eye.
With horrible,
with your new teeth.
Horrible fucking.
That's creepy, man.
That is
Photoshop.
creepy. That's how you're going to look?
No, that's terrible. Scorch. We'll give you weird news for food. Weird news. Yeah.
The Scorch tape is tomorrow.
Oh,
we got too much going on today.
Yeah.
I want to see the boat movie.
Boss, I want to see the Love Boat.
I don't know. All right, so.
All right.
We go back to this. Rula gets stressed out over making
cookies for a lake.
Making dinner reservations.
Making love to her husband.
Making dinner.
Oh.
Well, that's close.
She's got to talk about getting stressed out.
Well, maybe it's good.
Dinner.
Let's hear it.
All right, fair enough.
I would.
What to have for dinner is an argument common in a lot of people's households.
Fatso.
Right. The argument is, can you please leave me some tonight?
I want to nibble on a cow.
All right.
I would.
What to have for dinner is an argument common in a lot of people's households across America. I don't know about you guys, but that is one of my stresses.
No, what's the problem with Jocktober? It's not even about the audio anymore. It's just about looking at the Facebook page the entire time. The Facebook page that we did not give out.
This thing is going to evolve into just announcing a station, and that's it. There's now a photo of what appears to be E-Rock with no shirt on.
Yes.
And his arms up in the air, kind of like Godzilla, and making kind of a retarded face, walking through Manhattan, obviously the size of a skyscraper, and responsible for
9/11.
For 9/11.
Yes.
For the attack on the World Trade Center.
Horrible scene of the buildings behind him.
Picture we saw before.
Oh, God, it's just so bad.
Every time I
love it.
What?
There is a photo of Jesus Christ with Dennis Falcone's face.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Well, he is the leader of Jocktober.
Yes, that's actual size, his head.
Right.
Does
have a tiny noggin.
And the quote says, "And lo, Dennis Falcone, the angel of the Lord, came to them and spoke thusly, Smite mine enemies, Smite Mine Enemies pages with porn and gore.
Oh.
For such images are pleasing to the Lord.
Lord, Danny.
And he saw that it was good and bestowed upon his followers many Jocktober blessings. Kumia 316.
That's not
nice.
Because Dennis Falcone is the Lord and Savior of Jocktober.
Yes.
All right, Rula gets stressed out over making dinner.
I don't know about you guys, but that is one of my stresses of the day.
Which one?
What the heck am I going to... What are we going to do for dinner? What are we going to do for lunch? Because you got to make sure you feed your kids something nutritious, something good.
Yeah,
and
protein.
the time they have to eat, they have a schedule. And then like, my husband comes home, and I was with the kids, and I take a nap. I wake up like right when he gets home, so I haven't made anything.
And most guys don't think that far. Like when we left here yesterday around noon or whatever it was, I called my wife, hey, I'm going home. Let's think about it now. What should we have for dinner? I'm like,
yeah,
it's like 6 hours away. I'm not
But it's
even
a stress.
about
Like,
it.
what are you going to eat for dinner? Especially if you're on your own, okay, that's fine. Y'all can figure it out. Maybe you go out to eat for something simple like a salad. Who cares? Make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. When you got kids coming to play, it's like, I don't know about you guys. That's stressful to me. I don't know what to feed my kids every day.
Nothing worse than listening to a fat neck.
You know what?
You can
Fuck
hear
her.
fatness.
That's a stress. You know what a fucking stress is? Paying $20,000 a year for fucking health insurance. That's a stress.
There you go.
Making fucking dinner. Don't sit here and trivialize, such bullshit. Okay, that's the fucking stress.
Your lips to God's ears. You get up, you go to a job site.
job.
That's stressful. You want to have peanut butter and cookies? You do that.
Regular
I'll
job.
go to work. Colonoscopy a week ago and wait for the fucking results. That's stress.
Shit.
Absolutely.
Oh, like that.
That's stress.
There's a big gaping.
That asshole is
gaping
definitely
ass.
stressed.
Yes.
Some stress going on there.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy, that would be the shit day.
That's shit on a penis.
Do you think they're used to seeing these
Cough
pictures?
at me.
I don't know
Hold
why.
it. Sorry. Oh, you'll show your penis with shit all over on the fucking internet. Nothing.
Oh, my God.
I had too much saliva.
Wow, is that young Eric
Look how
Nagel?
skinny Eric was.
Oh,
What
that's
is
the Letterman
that?
guys. Those are Letterman guys that had that fucking
Right,
little
the
shop.
place next door.
That's Eric?
That's Eric.
Zoom in again. Let me see. Wow. Eric is so
Now I understand
thin.
why you took the fucking cum home with you. The Nagel seed.
They didn't know there was a fucking weight time bomb in the DNA.
He looks like a young Jay Moore there.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
How old were you there, Eric?
9.
Doesn't even look
I
like
don't even
you.
know if that's the right year, but that's I think probably.
That's about right.
Wearing a tie?
Oh, I'm working at PLJ, so that's about 98.
6? 98?
So 19.
Oh,
wow. You're working at PLJ at 19 years old?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Either he's a lot older than he's telling us.
When did the career start slowing down?
17.
2004.
Ouch.
Oh, lemon party.
Well, yeah, a
What do
version
they
of the
call
lemon
it?
party.
A lemon party
Lemon party.
action going on there.
Those are different
3
guys.
men just fucking eating each other's ass and blowing
No,
each other.
you can't fuck up the Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
I did this for you. Where are you going thing.
Yeah.
No.
But
They're putting other people's heads on that.
God.
Hey, very good news, guys. It's
Yeah.
Jocktober, 104.1 KRBE, Houston's #1 hit music. It's the Rula and Ryan Show.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
You can't say that.
No, you
No,
can't even say it.
No description for that photo.
No.
Very inappropriate.
Very good news. Rula's not done talking.
Oh,
about
good.
food
Holy
and
shit.
being stressed out.
Fucking.
We're getting a lot of texts about the things on the list that people argue about. One person said, dinner feels like that for me too, Rula, about like the stress of what to eat for dinner.
That was
Another person
Orca.
texted,
How about talk about the stress of your floors at home?
She can relate.
Stressing your lower back.
dinner feels like that for me too, Rula, about like the stress of what to eat for dinner. Another person texted, my husband gets so angry when I call him because I ask him on the daily, what do you want to eat for dinner? Because you got to pre-plan. If you don't pre-plan, the thing is, okay, look, I know we're not in the times of the 50s where the wifey stayed home all day, so when the husband got home, here's your cigar, honey, put your feet up, here's the newspaper, and I have dinner ready. That doesn't happen because we are double-income families and both people work. However, I still feel guilty that I don't even at least one time a week make dinner for my husband and my kids because I am home sometimes.
Oh, she's still talking about making dinner. Just go home and make dinner.
Yeah, just fucking figure it out.
Get some chicken breasts at the supermarket.
Right.
Put them in the oven.
Kids eat like 3 things. How stressed could it be?
Exactly.
Pasta, chicken, and what?
Cum.
Maybe like grilled cheese.
Yeah.
She's got to make it sound like she's very, there's a lot of important things going on in her life.
Her stress is telling the kids there won't be dinner again tonight because she ate it.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, Mommy's going to vomit it into your mouth like a bird.
What else
Go
we
to
got
the
for this
supermarket,
wonderful
you get a blue
show?
box of macaroni and cheese.
It's easy.
Dinner.
Enough already. This woman bitching.
Wait, is this a real... Track 4 is real, or are you fucking around?
Track 4 is real.
All right, might have to give him a little respect.
I wanted to include Track 4 because, I mean, this is something that we would tackle 100%.
Wow.
And so it's like...
How do they handle it?
Exactly.
Do they handle it horribly?
Well, read the track list.
All right, I will. It says, Rula and Ryan handle a phone call from a woman who took a cock so big it ripped her vagina. This is
wow, fucking my ex-girlfriend's calling radio shows.
For real.
Yeah, I mean,
about the guy she was fucking.
Exactly how I wouldn't stop licking her pussy after.
They set up this bit. They set this thing up by saying they wanted people to call in with something that happened while making whoopee that made them stop.
Oh, God.
Exactly.
They said whoopee?
I looked at my wife's face.
I saw my wife's face. I got I can't even say it.
All right.
I got circular suction marks from the incubator on my legs.
The coffin lid hit me in the head.
She got to her mace.
I would like to just tell you we've played 3 discretionary warnings, but anybody that is waiting on the phone, you better clean it up.
Ooh.
Because
we told them to.
How about one more? Parents, be advised that there is sexual content in today's show.
Here we go.
It's really a couple of
Sister. Lock in.
All right.
If I make the cringy face, should I not go to that phone call if my face is already
do it.
cringy?
It makes me want to finger on down here. We have a delay.
Okay, Lisa's in Conroe. Hey, Lisa.
Hello.
All right, keep it clean, sister. What happened to you that was so bad that you had to give up action for a while?
Okay, well, I want to tell you the story. I'll make it quick. So I've been married a long, long time, and so divorced. My girlfriends took me out of town to have a really good time, and my first time for years and years and years since I've been married. And it was a really young guy and having a great time and thought everything was lovely and thought everything was perfect. And I get up and I'm laying, I don't know, do you want me to say, in a pool of blood? Sorry. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on because I'm fixed, so to speak.
Okay.
And I don't know what's happening.
So I guess the second time was so rough, it like injured you down there.
Yes. Well, I didn't
There you
know.
go.
I didn't know what was going on. So then when I finally got back to town 3 days later, I went to the doctor, and that's what had happened is that he was so large, so rough that it tore my...
No way! You know what? Pause that.
Yeah.
I can't shit on the radio guys for this. This ain't their fault.
No,
honestly, this is not bad at all. They're working around the rules and they're getting edgy.
They want it to go on the air. And this, by the way, all the people that think, well, it's kind of fun when you can't say what you want.
Ugh.
Really? This is torture to not just speak.
To be able to say you took a cock so big it ripped your pussy.
Absolutely, or ass.
Exactly, or ass.
But
sure,
they're absolutely doing a great job with it. So
yeah, so far.
And they know the rules, boy.
My...
Don't say
so how long?
How many times?
I get a flashback. No, don't say it. Hit the dump button.
Louis was the worst because he thought that if he just didn't use profanity, it was okay. Like, what do you mean? I said drop diarrhea in her hole.
Yeah.
No
way. So how long?
The doctor said, had she seen if she'd have known about this immediately, she'd have sent me to the ER. And she said, I cannot believe that you did bleed out because...
Wow.
God. They did all right.
Yes, that's where it's at. But yeah, I mean, they did not do bad
did all right
on that one.
Yeah.
But that was sort of an illustration of...
Very interesting. I haven't heard, regular radio try to work around.
Regular radio is so unappealing in every way. Oh.
That's what you're saying. Look out.
I have no problem with what they did there, considering,
Yeah, I mean, there's no way to handle that better.
Yeah, I mean, got to give them points for taking the phone call. Most shows would avoid that.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But there's so many points to take away.
These aren't the worst I've heard, though, at all so far.
No. That bit wasn't. Yeah, that was more of an illustration of how difficult it is to actually conduct
to do anything
like
good.
when something interesting.
Well,
you know,
I thought it was free.
Just when we're slightly impressed with what they're doing,
they go back into the shitter.
It all goes away with this next track, unfortunately. As we look at Houston's #1 hit music station, the Rula Ryan Show on KRBE. Here's a bit that just drives us insane every year. And every year there's a whole bunch of radio shows that are doing this.
Can you go back to the
that
family photo?
I've seen that one before.
I like the one with the. Is that the one with
the black eye?
The woman holding the baby, and she has a black eye.
Where is it?
Where'd that one go?
There it is.
Yeah,
their Facebook wall has a little trouble loading, so.
Yeah,
their fans are pigs.
Must be a lot of people on it.
Oh my God!
They're sharing a lot of shit together.
There's a message from Scorch that says, "I'm coming for you, primetime. Revenge is a dish best served weird."
How come there's a dog having sex with a girl? Why would they put that on their Facebook?
Oh my God!
I don't know.
Very offensive site they have. I don't know where that picture is.
All right, if you find it. Anyway, we're about to listen to a bit that drives us nuts.
Yeah.
It's The Fugitive and this bit that way too many radio stations are fucking doing.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
And it's always fake.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
You're about to hear a fake bit, even though they're gonna, they push it as a real thing. You ready?
Yeah.
You're gonna hear the groans through the radio in a second.
The war is on. It's Rula and Ryan's Roses, 104.1 KRBE.
Okay, y'all go to KRBE.
The War of the Roses.
Oh, wait. I just saw that. I didn't get that. Is that a black baby?
Yeah.
Oh, he punched her for cheating.
Punched her in the eye. That's their family photo.
She fucked somebody else.
Oh, God, that's great.
They're being extra creative today.
Oh, yeah.
Really bad. Oh, God. Oh, my God. This is what the radio stations have been warned about, I guess, huh?
That's a great one.
we can't even.
Oh, is that one good? Look at that. Look at the ears.
All right.
This is bad.
Look at the mouth. Oh, is that bad? You can't even talk about that. Yeah, the background. Oh, shit.
All right, here we go. They're going to do War of the fucking Roses.
Yeah, War of the Roses.
Where someone wins flowers or some kind of shit, and then you ask the person who you want them sent to.
It's the same bit every time.
And then the person names a name, but it's not his wife or husband who happens to be on the phone line, right?
Yeah.
Everyone knows the bit?
Right.
Yeah.
.1 KRBE.
Okay, y'all go to KRBE.com, send us an email and tell us about your situation, why you want to be part of Rula and Ryan's Roses. This is where we let you listen in on the line while we call your significant other and try and get information out of that person. In this case, we have Gary who emailed us about his wife, so we're going to get...
You know why this bit sucks so bad? It's like, if you are cheating...
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't give up any of this info to a morning show?
I know.
Of course
So
not.
it's not even believable before it even begins.
Yes.
I'm cheating, so I needed help from the radio station.
Yeah, let me blurt this out.
So we're going to get Gary's story right now. Good morning, Gary.
Good morning. How are you?
Hey, we're fine. Gary, why do you want to be on Rula and Ryan's Roses?
Well, I have a hunch that my wife might be cheating on me. We've been married about 7 years, and just in the last 3-4 months, things have really changed. She just all of a sudden...
Listen to the bad acting.
I know.
It's terrible. He practiced his script, but he could hear it. You could hear it in his voice. He's reading something.
Yeah.
She just all of a sudden developed this interest in golf. and it's almost all she talks about.
It's Jerry. Wade, it's Jerry. Oh, it's Jean. Wade, it's Jean. It's my wife. Wade, my wife. It's awful acting.
And it's almost all she talks about. And then she starts all of a sudden talking about this one coworker. His name's Steven. Yes. How awesome he is and how he's helping her with her game.
That's
and
how
all
you
that
executive
sort of thing. And I don't understand any of it. I don't know. I'm just kind of suspicious. So the kicker that happened recently is about 2 weeks ago. She played in a charity golf tournament through work, and she leaves at 9 in the morning, doesn't get home until like 11:30 at night.
They're still not past the picture.
No. Because now we're making the faces ourselves. Even though the picture's gone. This is my favorite.
Fuck, is that funny?
So you got the bad setup.
Yeah. Cheating. He's suspicious.
And she, of course, doesn't know how to keep her mouth shut, so she's talking about this guy all of a sudden from work. It's just nonsense.
Bad acting.
All right, so they get the wife on the phone here.
Here we go. It's Rula Ryan's Roses on 104.1 KRBE.
Hello.
Hello?
Hi, I'm looking for Laura, please.
This is she.
Hi, Laura. This is Tracy from the charity golf tournament. How are you?
Oh, good.
I don't know if we got to actually run into each other, if you remember me, because I know there was a lot going on that day that we were together. But every single person that entered, that was actually playing in that charity golf tournament, was entered in a raffle so that you could win your very own kind of golf getaway. It's going to be at the... they have a hotel there, they have a spa, they have great golfing. And lucky for you, Laura, you're the winner. We drew your name. You're the grand prize winner.
Oh, my gosh, I won?
Yeah. Oh. So it's really cool. You get this great golf weekend. It's
wow.
Oh, my gosh, I won.
Wow.
So far, Rula's doing it as well as you can.
Yeah, I mean, you put the beeps in to make it sound more believable.
She's Rula. I don't hate Rula at all.
Well, why would you do it?
Well, again,
why would you even do
it? It's shitty. But it's also, who knows what the program director's like. A lot of these guys are under the gun.
And they've been doing this for a long time.
I'm going to give her a compliment because I think I know what Jimmy's getting at. Her presence on the radio is good enough where she probably should be doing her own shit.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Right? Is that what you're hearing, Jimmy?
Yeah, like
the material's hacky and
terrible.
And the bits are played out. But if she would just take her presence and do something creative with it, she would probably do much better.
Like that dumb discussion about cooking dinner was too long, but at least they were just talking instead of repeating the same break like another dog shit show. Right. And they did take the big pussy call.
Right.
So this bit they shouldn't be doing.
War of the Roses crap.
Yeah, it's like, come on, guys. You shouldn't be doing
So it's really cool. You get this great golf weekend. It's a beautiful room. It's a deluxe room. You have golf is included in that, and you also have spa services included in that. Now, you could do what a variety of choices, but the main thing that we offer, because a lot of people like it, is couples massage. Most people go with their significant other. So that's what we have set up for you in your name.
So the big setup, the wife that might be cheating won this fucking package, so now they got to ask her who she wants to go with because they need the name for whatever stupid reason, and the husband's listening in, and of course she's not going to pick the husband. This is how it works out every fucking time.
Every single time.
So be prepared for some horrendous acting as the husband realizes, oh my God.
Why did you do that? They never know what to say.
Right.
They wouldn't keep talking.
No.
So here's the
She'd hang up.
Here's the big reveal.
You just have to pick when you want to go, but there is a limited time on when you can go. I believe you have to use this within the next 4 weeks.
Oh, can I do 3 weekends from now?
Yeah, as long as it's within 4 weeks, that sounds good. I just need to give you some information so you know what you're doing when you call, because there's a confirmation number and stuff. First, I need the name of the person you're going to bring with you, so that we can have you both listed for your services and what you want to get. We have your full name. Who are you going to take with you on this weekend?
Well, I'm hoping my friend can come, but I'm going to have to ask him first.
Okay, but you don't know that person. Is it your husband?
No, I'm not married. It's just a friend.
Oh, okay. So it's male or female?
A male friend.
Okay.
She said I'm not married?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, Wait till she finds out her husband's been listening.
So far, not as bad as I've heard them done.
No, this is so terrible.
It's not as bad as I've heard them. It is fake, but I'm saying it's bad as I've heard them.
I hate the concept. I hate it.
I agree with the concept stinking. I'm only saying I've heard them done worse.
But for the most part, I just wanted to give you a heads up that you are the grand prize winner.
Hey, Laura, you're not married? Because actually, we've got your husband on the line.
But see, here's the problem. Like, he has to wait for his turn. If your wife said that on a show and you're listening in, you're not going to wait.
You're waiting to get the nod from the DJ to talk to
Right,
him.
the
filthy whore.
Yeah.
Well, they might have had him on mute, right?
No. He's listening in the whole time. You would pipe up immediately. You wouldn't wait for your turn because it's all one big script. Everyone has their parts.
But for the most part, I just wanted to give you a heads up that you are the grand prize winner.
Hey, Laura, you're not married? Because actually, we've got your husband on the line. You're on the Rula Ryan Show. You're on 104.1 KRBE. You're on the radio right now, and that's your husband, Gary.
He gets all that shit out?
Listening in on this.
Yeah, it's so annoying. And then why would she stay on the line when you hang up at that point?
Call letters. The husband should just blurt out, I'm here, you whore.
Right. If you're going to do the bit, you might as well make it sound a little more fucking real.
Yeah.
Have the husband jump in right away.
Yeah, what am I, chopped liver? Something realistic.
Yeah, it's more important to get all the call letter and radio station info out before the husband, confronts his wife.
Right now, and that's your husband, Gary, listening in on this conversation. Gary, say hi.
You are married, right, Gary?
Laura, are you kidding me? You're not married? What the is going on?
Bad.
You know that.
They can never talk.
That's what I just said.
They always.
And his, you're not married? What the hell is going on?
Mr. Faversham?
You don't think that was well done?
No.
Oh, my God.
When you're caught in a situation like that, do you actually do the cartoony...
Ed Norton?
I am Rock Quarry.
Yes. You might remember me from the Rose Bit on the radio.
Right. Listen to that again. I got to go back.
Hamina.
Oh, Christ.
Gary, say hi.
You are married, right, Gary?
Laura, are you kidding me? You're not married? What the is going on? You know that. Yeah, right. Exactly. This is all what this whole big freaking interest in golf has been about the last 4 months, right? You're around with Steven at work, aren't you?
Oh, boy.
No, I was gonna bring Jennifer from work.
She said a guy.
I know, but that's...
Why are you answering this bit like it's real, you fucking audience member?
Wow.
She wasn't going to bring Jennifer.
Oh, Perry Mason over there.
He's got it all figured out.
Yes.
Fuck her. I would leave her.
Oh.
No, you wouldn't. You'd want to watch and jerk off.
Well, that first, then.
Good news, guys. The war rolls on here.
You weren't going to bring Jennifer. I heard you say him. So go yourself.
Whoa, man.
I hope so.
Whoa, man. Look,
that's crazy.
Look out.
Look out. Whoa, he means business. Oh.
Jennifer, I heard you say him. So go yourself.
Whoa, man.
I hope you have a good time playing golf with your buddy Steven and going on a weekend with him, because you can go marry him for all I care.
Oh,
Gary, it's not like that.
Well, I think that
it's not like what? It is like that.
Well, yeah, you have to clarify there, Laura, because it doesn't sound in your favor at all that you are going with a male friend, and you said you're not married.
What do you mean it doesn't sound like it's in her favor? She's lying through her teeth.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, if you're trying to convince him otherwise, it's not going to work. Why would you say you're not married?
She's absolutely lying.
Well, I didn't. If I was going to take a friend, I didn't want it to be a big deal. Like, why aren't you bringing your husband? I just wanted to bring a friend.
If I
out of town anyway.
Hang on a second. If I had a wife and she was taking a male friend to a spa weekend getaway, not acceptable.
Not acceptable. That is such a phony bit.
Yeah.
Why are they still doing that?
The Rula chick sounds like she could be doing some all right stuff on the radio.
This is one of the rare
She don't
occasions
need this shit.
where you would take the chick out of the equation and see if you could get her doing something for real.
Yeah, I think we're pretty fair.
Yeah. So?
I mean, there are holes. I don't see her as a hole. She seems to be the, in a power position on that show.
You know what kind of lawsuits that would open you up to in this day and age? Fucking making someone look like, if it was real. You'd be like, oh, you made me look like a fool. You fucking,
right. Well,
mental anguish.
Yeah, you can't disrupt somebody's privacy like
How many of these fucking recordings would end up in divorce court proceedings? All right, can we play the War of the Roses bit, sir? Because I want to show what they did.
That was the catalyst.
What she
for him
admitted
filing
to.
for divorce.
Yeah.
And by the way,
right? They stay on the line. The guy doesn't say cunt.
No.
Right.
They do these every week.
And how do they beep it
every
live?
week they find,
How are they beeping it live?
Yeah, it's supposed to be live, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be live.
Beeping.
Most people don't know that. You can't do that.
Of course not.
And if it was done later, first of all, she'd have to give permission. And why would she give permission to be on the phone admitting to cheating? So she would go, no, I don't give you permission to use that recording. And now it doesn't matter beeped or not.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
The conclusion here.
I don't care if he's not into golf or anyway. A weekend away is a weekend away.
It's a golf package. He hates golfing. He wouldn't want to go.
When you're out playing golf, instead of yelling score, everyone should be yelling whore. That's what you are.
Good one.
Okay, I don't think we're going to talk to Laura any longer.
He got it right there.
Gary,
She married Dr. Seuss.
Guy's funny. That guy's good.
He was proud that he could deliver that line, though.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for giving me a good line.
Instead of saying that you got a hole in one, you say you got a big hole in your ass with a cock in it. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone should be yelling whore. That's what you are.
Oh, okay.
I don't think we need to talk to Laura any longer. Laura, if you want to talk to Gary, you should hang up with us and y'all have a private conversation because obviously anything that you say.
Oh, now they need a private conversation?
Yeah. It's all out there.
When you're putting, instead of saying it's a give me, you're saying give me your cock.
Oh, my God. That's preposterous.
But they did all this. If this was real, they put them in this horrendous position, and now like, well, you guys better have a private conversation.
Right.
Well, this is too far for us. Right.
Jeez.
Yeah, now it's gone too far.
Hang on, Rich is in love.
Jesus,
Rich found some.
It's just ridiculous.
What?
Look at that. And look at that.
He's looking at the dicks in the photo.
He's looking at a white dick and a black dick, and
That's
the black
not
dick is
even
a lot
real
bigger than the white dick.
It's an arm. It's not a dick.
Probably photoshopped.
Well, it had to be come
That's
from
what we tell
somewhere.
ourselves to keep ourselves from throwing our white bodies off a ledge.
But you're saying it came from somewhere. That originally was a cock from someone's body.
Yeah, but
he's pointing at the thing in his mouth.
Let's get to the end of this fucking thing.
Please.
Now we're just annoyed. Jocktober always starts fun, and then we just want to get past it.
Annoying.
If you want to talk to Gary, you should hang up with us and y'all have a private conversation because obviously anything that you say is just, it doesn't look right. All the things that you said. And we're going to let you go, Laura. And
Gary, I was good. I didn't do any golf metaphors. You did it.
What are you going to do, Gary? I don't understand what her thinking was to say she wasn't married.
I'm so pissed off right now. I think this just confirms that what I was feeling in my gut was right. She's absolutely messing around with this guy, so I don't know. There's steam coming out of my ears right now.
Dude, you walk in that office and he sees you charging in there. That guy's going to crap.
I don't know, dude. It sounds like this guy's pretty bold, y'all. I mean, Gary, he knows your wife is married.
Rula.
Yeah, but
he's a golfer. He's not a football player.
That guy stinks.
He's a golfer, not a football player. Yeah. Rula.
There you go. There you go, guys.
Yeah.
And here's the
thing.
Here's the deal.
All right. Yeah.
When we go on the road, we have to do 1 million of these stations.
Yeah.
And you have to go in. Like sometimes you'll get up so early, and you'll do 1 break or 2 breaks. They don't laugh. They just run through it, and you just want to yell at them and go, "How the fuck are you on the air?"
Well, they got plenty of those bits just like that.
Yeah, and they're just trying to get through material, so they're just watching the clock because everything is so scheduled for them every morning. They can't just sit back and relax and enjoy a comic. It's the whole business is it's just nonsense. It's ridiculous. It's horrible.
Yeah.
There's only a handful of shows still doing it right.
If it wasn't for XM and Sirius, people would only be listening to podcasts in their car.
Let's say hi to Ed in Connecticut. Ed?
Hey, guys.
Eddie!
I've been listening to you since you were on afternoons, and I was actually programming back then in my afternoon drive. I used to say, why you listen to them over me? Well, because they're better than you.
Oh.
But truth
love
is,
that.
I did mornings for a long time with Glenn Beck, and we used to do those recorded phony phone calls, and we would pay actors in the area in $10 food gift certificates, and they would do them.
Right.
And I hated them.
Right.
How many did E-Rock do?
Why did you have to do them if you were the program? Were you a program director for?
No, when I was with Beck, I wasn't program director, so I just had to go along whatever his sweaty body said.
And you hated doing them, huh? Didn't you have a conversation with the guy and go, look, you know, you're good enough to be doing some other things and not faking this shit.
You're fired.
Well, I did, and you know, well, the worst part about it was not only were we faking it, we were stealing the shit from prep services. So we're stealing it, then we're faking it, and we're giving them $10 gift certificates for shitty food. The whole thing was a disaster. I was like, well, let's at least write our own.
Right.
Do something original.
Right.
It was like, oh, no, well, Ross Britton comes up with this stuff, and they're funny.
Yeah.
It just is never funny. It was never good.
Yeah, Glenn Beck started as like a morning zoo guy. We all know that.
Yeah, he was a wacky morning guy.
And he has such a great sense of humor.
Wow, that's too bad. Because he makes a bloody fortune.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what? The funny thing is, I had the opportunity to ride his coattails, and I was like, man, he's so up and down, and we were friends and the whole bit. I'm like, I'm not going to ride his coattails. I should have a gun in my mouth right now.
Oh,
should have rode those coattails all the way to
Right with the coattails.
How did it end with you guys?
You know what? It ended good.
Restraining order?
From time to time. Yeah, we're still friendly. I could never work with him. He'd call you at 2 o'clock in the morning, and it's like, hey, you got a pen? It's like, no, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, asshole. You got a fucking pen?
Jesus.
You write your shit down. Like, I'm not your bitch.
Bitter.
And that was kind of his feeling with everybody.
Wow.
Wow.
How did his comedy tour go? How did that big comedy tour?
You know, I don't know. I did see his, what did he do, like the snowflake sweater or something? And that was like an old story he used to tell all the time, and he turned it into some kind of fake movie where it had like 2 showings. So I did go see that, and it was, you know, it was familiar.
I don't think Stunt Brain is going to enjoy this guy's call at all.
Yeah, you're going to have to deal with Stunt Brain now.
Yeah.
Well, Glenn Beck
Good luck with that.
trashed me on the air because I didn't know enough about the Obamacare. So remember he trashed me. Because, I'm sorry, I don't know everything. That's not my job to know everything about Obamacare.
Well, everything and absolutely nothing are two different things.
No, that's not true. I do know some stuff about it, but all I know is I pay $20,000 a year in health insurance, and I would like it to come down. That's
20
all.
G's.
And then he said,
"You'd pay 20 G's,
$20,000 a year in health insurance."
Oh, you got the wife on there. You got the kids.
And the kid.
We're
No,
probably
one
up
kid.
to that
I have
mark,
one
right?
kid.
Oh, you
a
don't
wife
have-
and one kid.
What about the other daughters?
They're on my ex-wife's insurance.
And do you pay her?
No, I'm done paying. I pay my kids college and stuff.
All right, listen, we got Vanilla Ice outside the studio. Ed, thank you so much, brother.
Hey, take it easy, boys.
Jocktober's over. Tomorrow is Scott and Todd Day on.
I love Scott and Todd Day.
On Jocktober.
Yes.
Well, we got another thing from a radio guy here.
Bye. Oh.
The Alex Jones Adventures, and then when we get back, Vanilla Ice for the second time in our studio. We loved him the last time he was in. Hopefully it's just as good today. And, Rich, what are you promoting here?
In Harrisburg this Friday and Saturday, 2nd Street Comedy Club, Harrisburg, and My Wife Hates Me podcast. It's great.
Right on. Check this out.
It's time for another Adventures with Alex Jones. Today, Alex goes to space.
They're coated with some type of narcotic to lull us into a false sense of security. The Chiners. They coat their rubber dog shit and vomit in lead paint to deform our children. Gulf of Tonkin, false flag operation. Gulf of Tonkin toy. You ever see Finster from the Bugs Bunny cartoons? Finster, everybody thought Finster was a baby, but Finster was actually the crook, the mastermind, and Bugs Bunny couldn't even really deal with Finster, baby. He just spilled the beans. It's obviously a Manchurian candidate type of situation. False flag operation. Gulf of Tonkin.
That's all for this week, kids. Tune in next time for more Alex Jones Adventures.
Okay, look. What the fuck was that?
Alex Jones Adventures.
Alex Jones Adventures.
Right after our Jocktober segment, too.
Why is he in space?
Because he's on an adventure. It's a children's television show.
Uh-huh.
And Alex Jones, one week maybe he'll be in the safari. This week he was in space.
Okay, so he's in a rocket.
Right, so he's up in space in a rocket ship.
Uh-huh.
And he's communicating back with Houston. But what I want you to picture is when he's saying all this crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Think of that giant control room in Houston, right?
Right.
Like in Apollo 13.
Uh-huh.
And there's just computers every bit, and all the engineers are there, but the room is totally empty. Nobody's listening to him.
Okay.
That's why nobody's talking back to him.
Oh, and he's just rambling on about the Gulf of Tonkin and false flags.
In space.
In space. All right, I didn't really...
Remember, if you put in space...
In space.
He's in space.
It makes things work.
We're going to do like something from the boat movie?
In space.
In space.
Well, next week he might be in a safari.
Are we on the air?
All right.
A balloon.
We are, you're not. What? Yes, Rich, we're on the air. What?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were taking a break.
Well, we are,
but
we
Ed
came
had a little
back
problem
from
with
that.
No problem.
We came back from that to talk
And then
about
you go
that.
back to the studio, and the host of the kids show goes, space. Yay, tune in next time. You know?
Okay.
Can you do an underwater adventure?
Oh, yeah.
All right, good.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Rich is now raising his hand.
Yes, Rich
to
Voss.
speak.
Can you get me verified on Twitter?
Yeah, I can actually.
Can you really?
Yeah.
I just don't have any idea how.
I got a personal relationship with Jesus and Twitter.
How is DeRosa verified and I'm not?
DeRosa's verified?
Wow.
No, he gave me a few
good friend of
bucks
mine.
and I got it done for him.
How much?
10 G's.
We'll talk.
Actually,
You got
he's a good
something
friend
over
of
there,
mine.
Ed?
I have nothing. He's one of my favorites, so I'm just saying that. No, he gets a little crazy, and he's a
All right, we got to take.
favorite.
We have to take a real break because Vanilla Ice is waiting. So,
all right,
go in.
One of my favorites.
The guys are back from the toilet. And now back to our show.
Vanilla Ice, come on in, brother. We met Vanilla Ice, I don't know.
Okay, brother.
Maybe
I've
a year
never met
ago
him
now.
before.
Really?
Never met him.
It was January? He was great. Vanilla Ice, back on the show.
Hey.
Looking good.
Guys.
How you doing, man?
Hello.
Rich Voss.
Take
What's
a
happening, man?
seat.
Hey, I'm just marinating, man.
And Jim Norton, I don't think you guys met last time. I think
No,
Jimmy
we
was out.
Jimmy was out last time you
I
were
was
here?
on.
Yeah, Vanilla Ice is
How you
great.
been, man? Good?
I'm hanging in there, Bubba.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Get in where you fit in.
You smell good, too. He
Yeah.
smells good,
Yeah,
right?
it's early in the morning. Wait till the end of the day.
Yeah.
How distinguished his facial features are, and then look at Norton. He's like rock quarry, and he's just like a fucking mess.
I don't like that you couldn't pull out a better reference than mess after a good one like Rock Quarry.
There's a lot of love in the room.
Obviously. What Boss is saying basically is that he's attracted to Vanilla Ice, and that's how he was telling you.
Hey, we're not that friendly. Don't go there.
Please.
I'll tear up the set, man. Don't make me go there.
Now, last time you were here, you were like doing something with homes and shit. You were like pimping them out, right?
Yeah, I've been doing that 18 years, man. But that's the Vanilla Ice Project.
Right.
Where I'm doing, shows in Florida. We take those houses that have been sitting in good neighborhoods that are kind of rotten, sitting there for 3 years, foreclosures, short sales, and turn them back from zero to
you're flipping
hero.
some shit.
Flipping houses, man, and putting in all the new, cool house features and state-of-the-art stuff, man.
How much does it cost to flip a house if it's totally like Detroit has houses that are just such shit?
God, there's so many in Detroit.
Terrible, yeah.
They'll come back, though. It'll all come back.
But that's got to be like, why wouldn't someone just go in there, buy up a shitload of houses for dirt cheap, and
just wait?
See what you can do.
Well, because they got to sit on pay the property tax until they're fixed and sold.
Oh, yeah.
So,
somebody knows something here.
He knows how to flip a house.
You don't want to sit on that.
No, he's actually just destroyed enough homes where he knows how.
That's all you got when me and Vanilla Ice are talking housing.
Down to the ground.
You had to set me between you two guys, huh?
Yeah, I know. Been going at each other. Yeah, but
like
it does,
a referee.
It does seem like if a house is that cheap, like they're going for in Detroit, that even if you would have to pay some taxes for a little while, you know, you have to do that anyway when you flip a house, right?
Well, you know, it used to be really good where you could just come in and buy a house kind of below the appraised value and maybe change the carpet or put some paint and just put a for sale sign up. But now, you know, they've been sitting for, I had one last season was sitting 7 years.
Oh, God.
It was rotten. There were snakes, cockroaches, and rats coming out of the walls, man. It was pretty bad. But, you know, it's good TV. You get in there and you flip them, you turn them around and put all the bells and whistles. I'm building the first home 4D IMAX theater.
Oh, man.
It's going to be tricky.
Wait, what's 4D, by the way?
It's the same as 3D, but without the glasses. And it works in conjunction with 4D. The screen. It's an electronic screen, and it's got like 4 layers, so it kind of gives you that depth.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty cool stuff, man.
They have TVs like that or just like pull-down screens?
It's a screen that goes with the projector. They work in conjunction.
Does it look great? They got it figured out?
Yeah, they got it figured out. It's amazing. But the thing is, it's going to be obsolete because it doesn't come out till 2015. And then I just saw at the in Vegas, they have this electronic show. And they've got this freaking wallpaper TV, 1080p. And you can just, the whole wall, it goes around corners. It looks like Times
Holy
Square.
shit.
Wow.
And it's perfect, clear as a bell. And you just connect it to the next one, and it's a strip, just like wallpaper.
That's cool as
flexes.
What?
Damn.
What's the material they're using?
The future.
It's just like, you know, like an electronic backboard and, you know, just a bunch of LEDs.
Because it's LEDs, and they've gotten to the point now that if they could put it on a film like that, you're just laying that shit on.
And that's how they make flat screens, so they just take the plastic part of the flat screen away and use just the screen, and it's wallpaper now.
And that's where like phones and computers can get tiny if they can figure out a way to make a fold, because the screen is the hard part.
I just read about a foldable phone.
Foldable phone.
They have it. You fold it right up, man. Use it as toilet paper if you want.
That's it.
It's amazing stuff.
The future.
That is fucking
It's about
amazing.
time, though, to have a whole wall in your house be a TV.
They're
ready for
insane.
That'd be great.
Wrap it around the corners and everything.
Oh,
and just
whatever, man. Yeah. That's a whole house.
You know what business is going to soar? Blackout curtains and blackout shades, because people are going to need to fucking black out their apartments for these giant wall televisions. I'm not joking. I'm very serious. I'm really not kidding.
I was just staring at Jimmy. He was like, I'm not joking.
He stared at me like he does with the joke bombs, which is fair enough, but I was very serious.
I know, obviously you're talking about porn.
Yeah.
No, just to get the effect.
You don't want the whole city knowing you're watching some of those,
That would be an odd thing to do. You have your whole bedroom, every wall has that monitor on it, you know, a wallpaper, and then you make your own porno and watch it as you're doing it.
Right.
Every
With the
wall
drapes
you look
open.
at.
Well,
yes.
Well,
exactly.
We used to do CES. What's frustrating about it is you go there, you see this cool shit, but now we got to wait years for it.
Yeah.
I'd rather not see it.
Right.
What is
When
it
is this coming out? Teases you.
How long is it going to take for us to actually have that in our homes and it's affordable?
About 2015, 16.
For real?
Not too far away.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
Paper thin.
And I don't know about the affordable part. You know, anytime that technology enters a market, it's ridiculous.
we'll be able to
can get it.
afford
You
it.
gotta pay back all the technology that it took to make this. But you know how it goes.
Yeah.
They talked about it. Remember, we had like a physicist on, might have been Kaku, who said that eventually, like the computers and computer chips are what that are going to be as cheap as paper, and everything is going to be wired for the internet. Like all walls and everything is going to be hardwired. And that's probably the
I
first
think that
step.
was Kurzweil.
Oh, Ray Kurzweil, right.
It was Ray Kurzweil.
Yeah.
He's a genius, but he's a fucking bore when it comes to putting a documentary together.
Yeah, very boring man.
But the shit he knows already,
Right.
like that he's envisioning, is pretty impressive.
How thick is that paper? The wall, what you just described?
Yeah, it's like about 10 sheets of regular notebook paper.
Come on.
Yeah.
It's a screen.
Just a thick piece of paper.
That's fucking amazing.
It's not
I
as
love
thick
it.
as cardboard.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm
definitely
waiting for,
looking
you know what I want? You know, you got to always charge your cell phones. I'm waiting for like some kind of wire that would, not a wireless charging system, you know?
Yes.
Yeah. Why not? They got wireless everything else.
That makes sense.
It's been so difficult over the years to try to convey power over the air. They could do it through microwaves, but it's dangerous and it's so inefficient to take power from one area and beam it to another area.
Right. To charge a battery.
Yeah, to charge it. It just it's not very efficient.
Don't make better
do.
batteries first.
Yeah. I tell you, I bought I got the iPhone, but I also have the Galaxy.
Bragger.
I wanted to compare for myself. People are like, this, that, and I've noticed there's some things about the iPhone I don't like, so I got the Galaxy. That fucker goes dead faster than any other phone I've ever had.
The Galaxy?
And people say, well, you got to set it for this, and then you could get another battery, so you pop it in and do this. I'm like, yeah, I know there are solutions, but I'm saying just head-to-head, That battery will fucking go dead so quick.
How long will your iPhone last?
It'll last all day and all night. Probably 24 hours of regular use. That fucking thing.
12 to 14 hours, probably.
If I'm not even
You know what
using it.
I hate when they have, like, you know, those people trying to save their battery and they put the screen on way dim.
Too dim,
And I'm getting old enough as it is, so my eyes are going already, and I'm like, dude, don't show me that. Turn your freaking brightness up.
Brighten that up.
And I'm like, how do you see that?
How about you plug the fucking thing in once in a while? The worst.
Guilty.
Yeah, your dim screen guy.
You got the dim?
Guilty.
Dim screen.
Give me more battery life.
Fucking
That,
iPhone.
I get the font like huge so I could see it.
That's what I have.
Save your
Goof on
battery
me.
and you're killing your eyes.
Yeah.
This fucking iPhone, I did an upgrade last week, and it crashed. And then when you try to get everything back, you're going to lose like 10 apps or 5 apps. It just, it's never the same after it fucking crashes. It's the fucking, I guess really I have nothing to add to this.
Now you're just making everybody sad, Rich.
Your phone woes. You know, I mean, how do you follow paper on your wall that's a TV? It's hard. I don't know. You know,
pretty amazing.
I mean, but you don't want to, you know, you could easily rip your TV, though.
I got this toilet that I put in.
Thank you, Vanilla Ice.
I'm going to change the topic here. I don't know where you're going with that, but it was good.
It's funny you mentioned toilet after that joke. It wasn't. Shut up, it was. I know it wasn't.
Exactly, it wasn't.
Funny story is I do have a crazy toilet that I just installed in one of these projects, and I had no idea, but this thing, I mean, it knows if you're male or female. It walks in, the lid raises.
Better than Jimmy.
Or the second lid will raise for you so you don't pee all over the seat. And it plays music through Bluetooth, and it's got a warm seat. It's got the little bidet thing that comes out.
Don't they use those in Japanese hotels that you're talking about? That's where I've heard of those things from.
They probably do.
That sounds
But I'll tell you
sweet.
what, I now I'm convinced it's a sex toy.
Oh, yeah?
Because this thing, I mean, it has a remote control, and it says, you know, rear cleansing, but it says front cleansing. I don't think guys are going to be front cleansing. And then it says pulsating, oscillating, position,
and fist.
Fist mode.
That's next year's model.
Gotta add fist mode.
Jesus.
Those are amazing, though, right? Those toilets.
they're pretty
I'm
cool,
sure
man.
there's some women getting off on those things.
The bidet
right?
is supposed to be
Spend
great.
extra time in there.
Yeah.
Clean your asshole out like that. It's supposed. Bob Kelly, a friend of ours, has one, and he said it's the greatest thing ever. The way it fucking shoots warm water in your ass and it just cleans you out.
So does a rag.
You don't want a rag though. Nice clean water.
I don't know if I want to be
I don't
hosed
want
down
water
every
from
fucking
that.
time I go to the bathroom, right?
Would be nice to have the option.
Yeah, why not?
Every once in a while when you know you had a bad one.
Yeah. Fair
Exactly. You got a massage coming over
in the shower.
Fair enough.
What's next? Technology.
Emergency. You
But
love it.
Vanilla Ice is not here to talk about all that stuff. Vanilla Ice goes Amish. What?
Yeah.
Oh,
What's
man.
this about? This is the first I'm hearing of this.
Yeah, man. It's I went out and hung out with the Amish. Lived with them for a couple months.
The Amish are hot right now. A lot of shows about the Amish.
Yeah, I was scared, man. When I went out there, when the sun goes down, it's like every house is haunted. It's like there's no electricity. It's pitch black. If it wasn't for the rental car headlights, I wouldn't know which way to go. It was scary.
Yeah.
But and I'm thinking Amish Mafia. I'm thinking all this stuff, you know. But once I met them, man, they're real sweet people. Real sweet people. They really pride. The reason I did it was because, you know, they pride themselves on construction and building things and furniture and all that shit.
Sure.
So it was a good thing. I wanted to go to kind of intern, you know, and see what.
Did
they
you wear
do.
all the garb?
Oh, had to, man.
You did, and you only used tools that they use and everything. No?
Yeah, I mean, I learned their way of their tools and everything, but the truth is that as long as they're doing it for business, they can use a generator and power tools.
Oh, okay.
Because they have a high demand. I mean, they build non-Amish folks homes.
We got to put some product out there.
Clarion hotels. I mean, there's a high demand for the Amish stuff. You know.
Did you look good in that hat?
I don't know, man. It's probably hard to look good in that, but you look the same as everybody, you know. I just couldn't grow my beard long enough.
No,
they got
the
those
coolest
big
freaking beards.
Did you do it in Lancaster? Is that where?
No, you know what? Misconception is that the biggest population is in Pennsylvania. Guess what? It's in Ohio. It's in Ohio, Berlin, Ohio. And it's like buggy traffic out there. 150,000.
But what's the big difference between Mennonites and Amish?
Good question.
Thank you.
Every family, I feel like I know
We hate when he asks a good question.
It was a good
but
question,
listen.
not for this radio show, but it was a good question.
Well, we're talking Amish, so
For
we got to
NPR.
put Mennonites in.
Mennonites are
What are
basically
they?
the same teaching as Amish, but they get all the luxuries. They get the cell phone.
Oh,
They get
okay.
the cars. They get to drive everything. So every Amish family they're encouraged. by the bishop or whatever, the church, to have more than 10 kids, so that at least 1 or 2 will come back to be an Amish.
And these are all white people.
Because they duck out. They duck out after a while. Some of the kids are like,
what is it called? Rumstella or something?
Rumspringer.
Rumspringer, right.
What is the percentage of kids that leave the family?
75%.
Wow.
So the reason why they have so many is, and believe it or not, their population doubles every 10 years. And they're loaded. Wow. They got tons of money. They just can't show it because the women wear the same dress, the same shoes. They all dress alike. So they buy more land. They just buy a bunch of land.
Wow, man.
So they lose 7 out of their 10 kids
with the hopes that about 2 come back, yeah.
Wow. I mean, technology makes it harder,
and you know what? They like that because it's a loophole so that they can, on the Amish farm, they're not allowed electricity. They don't even have mirrors. You can't have a mirror in the house. I cut myself shaving. I had all these patches all over me. It was horrible.
Well, they're not going to have to pay taxes on the land, too, because it's farm assessment.
No, they do pay taxes, but they do get the ag exemption, which means it's lower taxes on their land. But they pay income tax. They pay all
they
that.
have a farm on it.
Yeah, that's called ag exemption.
Is that why they have beards? Because they don't have mirrors? That makes sense.
They shave them pretty good, though, because they don't have mustache.
Right.
None of them have a mustache.
Yeah. That's right.
Wait, I got to ask you one more. So then 7 out of the 10 kids leave. What happens to those kids? Are they allowed to at least go visit mommy and daddy? How does that work?
It works perfect because that's the loophole. While they're on the Amish farm being Amish, they can get on their buggy and go to their Mennonite son or daughter's house and watch the World Series. They can sit there and eat and look in the mirror and and do all the luxuries, and their kids can drive them around. So it works out, they know what's going on.
That's a hell of a loophole, man.
Yeah. They were mad about, they were telling me about LeBron James. I'm like, how do you know that, And they're like, we know, we read the newspaper. But they also go over to their Mennonite son or whatever's house.
And is that area really close to the Amish usually?
Yeah, they're all mixed together, right in the middle.
So they're not suffering anymore.
They're Americans. They know everything that's going on, man. They just keep that heritage alive. They don't use zippers. Why? No zippers. That's what I said.
You love that, Norton.
Yeah. Well, it's easier.
I wore the clothes, and there's like this flap, and I had to go really bad, so I ran around the outside of the barn there to take a leak, and it was a funny story because I'm trying to open this flap up, and God, this thing is hard. Why don't you just use a zipper, And I turn around, and I see the old world Amish guy smoking a cigarette on his iPhone.
Uh-oh.
And I'm like, hey, man, what's going on with that? And he's like, shh, don't say anything, my wife.
Whoa.
And he has a little pocket
my
where he
wife will
hides
kill me.
Yeah. But they're cool people, man. They tell great stories.
Yeah.
I lived without my phone and without any, luxuries, no TV, nothing. I wanted to see how they really do it. And I had 2 months.
Did you tape a TV show? Is this for a TV show?
TV show called Vanilla Ice Goes Amish. That is why I'm here, by the way.
Yeah.
Promoting that,
That's so cool, man.
It comes out this Saturday.
What network?
DIY Network. So Saturday, 10 o'clock.
Wait,
do it yourself.
Wait, who else is on the DIY network? Was it Megan McCain?
Megan McCain, I don't know if no.
I'm trying to remember. We had someone else.
It's the same as HGTV. It's just
do it yourself.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've watched a few shows on there.
Yeah.
I like those.
The Vanilla Ice Project, 4 seasons.
Exactly.
Hey.
I like those, handyman kind of shows.
There you go. That's what it's all about. You get some great ideas on there.
You still do music?
I still do music, but I've been, it takes 8 months, a year to do the houses, I'm not like the celebrity that just gets placed in there and we build a show. I mean, I've been doing this 18 years, so it's, I'm contractor, man. I get in there and really blood, sweat, and tears.
You pretty much know how to do anything in there from the laying the slab to the roofing.
Absolutely.
And everything
I
in
just cut
between.
through a slab. I'm laying on one right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're filming season 4 right now, man. You got to cut through the slab.
Slabo! Yeah, wow, so you're fucking jack of all trades. You can frame out a house by yourself, or not by yourself, but
yes.
you know how to do all that.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Blood, sweat, and tears, man.
Yeah.
Let me ask you,
really do it. It's fun.
Was there any? Sorry, to interrupt you. Was there any vibe from Amish girls?
You would think like you would see a hot one here or there, but they all dress the same shoes, same everything, and these little glasses. They look like old grannies, And it's crazy because then you'll see some dressed up as teenagers and they go on that Rumspringer thing and they'll pull out because they're allowed on Rumspringer to go do whatever they want. So they all automatically go get a cell phone.
Right.
And they'll run around, take pictures and selfies and everything. But they all look alike. It's amazing. You would think they would go in the bathroom, come out changed, go somewhere and be hot or something. It's just you never see any of that.
Damn. Did you drop the line on them?
What, drop that zero, get with the hero?
Exactly. He knew exactly where I was going now. I love it. God damn.
I can't believe you still remember that shit.
Oh, please. Come on. That shit was classic.
I love it.
You gotta listen to Ice Ice Baby every fucking time it comes out. I know you're probably sick of hearing this.
Never.
That song, it just doesn't get fucking
I
old
love it.
ever.
Thank you.
Ever.
Fucking great, man.
We ask performers all the time, how sick of one song do you get? Like, do you get sick of doing that? Like, we ask musicians, it's got to be hard to do the same song for 20 years, no matter how good the song is, and sell it the same way to the audience.
You would think I would get tired of it, but it never gets old. I mean, when you're hearing the crowd go crazy and the energy, you feed off of that. That's what it's all about.
Right.
So,
wow.
How much has that song made you over the years?
Millions, man. I mean,
but how many? Like millions.
Yes.
One song.
Sold 160 million records, so, I mean, and I bought the publishing back. We talked about this last
time.
Wow. So I could build
story.
a catalog. So, you buy your whole catalog, and one day you do a greatest hits or like the Beatles every year or Elvis every Christmas, There's a release. That's just good. You're just throwing it back out there, and then hopefully they'll get it.
Or every band that gets into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, that's one of the advantages to them going and taking it, is they're going to put out a greatest hits record, and they're going to make a shitload off it, because they're on everybody's radar.
That's it, man. Catalog sales.
One song worth millions upon millions.
Yeah. That's it, brother.
Did you do a barn raising?
I did.
Did the classic barn raising?
Yes. Amazing adventure, man.
Yeah.
In 2 days, we built this gigantic barn. All these ladies make the food. It's like a big picnic, a big spread. And all the guys are smelling these Dutch apple pies, and they're like, but it's like a big event for these people. It's like a circus or something, because they come in there and all the kids and teenagers are meeting people and everything, and it's like 150 of them. And the barn goes up from dirt in 2 days.
It is amazing, and without a lot of the modern equipment, huh?
Yep. Yeah. We use some modern equipment, and they use their Morton tendon thing where they have like a groove and they stick the board through there and it's got a peg. But they go extremely fast, and everybody knows what they're doing, and they're getting to the finish line, which is the picnic, the food.
Right.
It's
the
great
big blast afterwards, huh?
Yeah, they're excited.
I could see, though, you with the hat on and stuff, kind of looking the part.
Yeah.
Like, you could do that,
Shit, yeah, man. Get in where you fit in. Enjoy the experience.
Did you ever?
I'm gonna definitely check that out.
You stayed there. You didn't take off for a weekend and go to Philly and.
What I did is I would take the Amish buggy, all right, to and from. I even took it through the drive-through. They have Amish buggy parking at Walmart. They have a Walmart there. It's huge. And so I found like one hill with service, and I would just park the buggy on top of that hill and have my guys go back, because they don't have electricity, so I couldn't charge it in the Amish house. I told my guys, the camera crew, take this and charge it and bring it back.
You have a good passcode.
But I was working so hard shoveling pig shit and manure.
Wow.
I mean, I had to really get their approval, because they were like, they didn't say much to me the first week. And I thought everybody was introverted, and then they loosened up and they started telling great jokes. And I'm like, what do you do for entertainment, man? It's got to be bored without any, thing. And they sit on the front porch and tell great jokes, and they play the guitar and
the banjo,
campfires, and they're country people, man.
Are they allowed to imbibe any alcohol or anything like that?
Some do. Yeah, some do. I don't think they're allowed to go like excessive.
Right, get all crazy and
the neighbors have to tell on them,
Amish.
Otherwise the neighbors get in trouble.
Wow.
Yeah. So everybody tells on everybody. And
holy shit.
Wait, they rat on each other?
Yeah, they rat each other out big time.
Do they have elders?
They have to.
Do you get sent to elders if you do something bad?
They'll shun you.
They shun you, right?
The bishop can show up at your house and walk in uninvited and say, hey, I see a little electric cord over there, or a cell phone or anything. I mean, a mirror, you're done. Wow. Shunned.
What does that mean? Like
that
you cannot leave?
You have to leave the church indefinite. You can't come back.
You guys do a banjo version of Ice Ice Baby?
Oh my God! It's funny you said that, bro. Listen to this.
I'm hearing. That's the first time.
Well,
today.
These guys, we had to have approval from the bishop to even go on camera, right?
Sure.
And we put GoPros. They Amish have no idea that is a camera. This little GoPro, and we just stuck them all over the buggy. And I was cruising down the road. You don't have a radio you can turn on. You have to talk or do something. And the cameras are there, and this Amish guy just loosens up, and I swear to God, man, this guy yodeled Ice Ice Baby.
He
I'm like,
yodeled
what the and he's like, Oh, if they would have only filmed that. And I'm like, you don't even have a clue. We got it. Those little things are camera. He goes, those right there are cameras? I'm like, yeah, because he thought the big thing was for camera.
The magic little cameras. Those things are great. Too.
Yodeled it.
I can't wait to hear that. Let's see it.
It's on
TV
there.
show.
It's on there.
Man.
Just when I thought I've heard every mix, dubstep, house, whatever, they got freaking yodel now. Amish version.
And you said something about Justin Bieber recently, right? To TMZ, is that true?
Yeah, it's Miley Cyrus and Bieber or something like that. It was.
You could say
I was giving him advice.
I don't have a problem with Miley Cyrus because she knows exactly what the fuck she's doing.
I don't have a problem with
we're all playing into it. But Bieber is starting to kind of look douchey.
Yeah.
I think that's the word you used, too. You could save him from being a douche.
That's the word they said I used. But, it has some truth to it. But, the bottom line is that there's some similarities to what I went through. I had a weekend that lasted a few years, and you don't know where you're at. It's like a snow globe. It gets shaken up. And when it settles, that's when you find out, your purpose in life, where you're going to go as a real adult, because they're living this artificial life, screaming fans and a bunch of people around them that are, plastic, telling them everything they want to hear, right? And if you tell them something they don't want to hear, get out of my group, it's a strange world. So at some point, from being a kid to being an adult, they have to transition. And during that transition, it's like self-destruction of a celebrity. And it's awesome for us watching because it's more entertaining than their new release of their new single or whatever.
We love a good
doing.
car wrap.
Yeah.
That's why that shit works, right?
It's great, man. And, it's horrible for them living it. So it's self-destruction of a celebrity. But, in the end, hopefully they can figure it out or whatever, and find a purpose in life.
So it's like going through those awkward teenage years that we all go through where you're just a complete tool. But now the whole, I don't feel bad for Bieber, but it's like, I went through my complete douche phase, but the whole country didn't watch it.
Well, here's also, too, you're going through that phase as a multimillionaire, too.
Yeah.
But how does the music industry have such an open door to saying anything they want? Like, pretty soon they're going to be doing fucking award shows naked. Like, a comic says one thing.
What? I'm pretty sure Miley Cyrus probably will this year. She'll come in on a wrecking ball, butt naked.
But I mean, the things they use in their CDs, their music, how they perform, what they do.
Do you get all sweaty and hot?
Yes.
I get so nervous.
We want you just to ask a longer question.
I just want them to know
I sit
that
here.
it's not representing the show.
You guys ask your typical stock questions, but I ask real shit.
No, you're doing a speech.
Real shit.
You're not asking a question. You're doing a 20-minute speech. Ask a question. Where'd you get your hat? That's not a fucking typical question.
What's that?
So listen, technically the award shows, which began. Shut up.
Listen to me. You can all team up on me. But here's what I have. Here's what I have.
I know because I'm like,
connection
I
with the
hope he's
Amish.
feeling like
Well, you
this
have a
too.
connection with the Amish. Okay.
This week I'll be in Harrisburg at 2nd Street Live.
You're not circumcised. That's what it is. What do you have in common?
That I'm performing right by Amish country.
All right, listen,
in Harrisburg.
I've been told that
Harrisburg's right there.
Mr. Ice has to go for real.
Come on, man. I'm having a good time.
I know, right?
Just warming
Your
up.
people are saying because you got a lot of.
You're very busy.
I guess you got a lot of promoting to do today.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Give the big plug to the show. This sounds like a lot of fun. I'm definitely going to check this out.
It's Vanilla Ice Goes Amish. It's on DIY Network this Saturday, the 12th, 10 o'clock p.m. Get in where you fit in. That's the word of the day.
It sounds, it's a strange but very entertaining sounding idea.
It is. It's funny as shit, too.
Yeah,
check it out.
I don't doubt it.
We'll check it out.
Cool, man. Thanks for coming in. That's
always a pleasure, brother. Always
fun,
good talking with you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man.
Come back and see us. Vos, quick.
Sure will.
This week, 2nd Street Live in Harrisburg. Our podcast, My Wife Hates Me. The movie coming out soon. Women Aren't Funny.
And I'm doing my advice show this next hour, and Vos is my guest.
All right. So you two get to continue.
Rich Vos is my guest.
Oh, lucky you.
Jeez.
And
if you need to
feel
give
the love, that's great.
If you're going to give Rich advice on your show, you want me to leave a weapon?
Yeah, exactly. Why am I putting this necktie that's hanging from the ceiling? Trust me, it goes well with your shirt.
Whoa.
I got a plug,
you
too.
guys are real slammers.
He's got a plug.
I got a plug. If you want to see me get yelled at in about 5 minutes in Tim Sabian's office, I'll be down there.
You can buy
I got to
tickets.
see him again.
No.
So if you want to see me get yelled at, he does have a glass office.
here.
So
Anthony,
enjoy.
You don't have any marches or anything?
Enjoy my ass reaming that's about to go down.
I'm sure it won't be the first or the last. Guys, thanks for having me on the show.
Thank you, man.
Good to see you. Always
Absolutely. Vanilla Ice is very entertaining. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Jimmy's next.